Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta pee. We're going live.
So go
Get
pee.
Get your Sprite bottle and fill it up.
Go pee. Go now.
If it's red, if you got red in it, you gotta go to the doctor.
Welcome to the LIW Anthology Series Review. No. Oh my God! Go to the bathroom, Frank. Go to the bathroom.
I'm
Go.
Franklin.
I guess I'm Dick Dickett.
We're not recording.
Okay.
That's what I do, Frank.
It's what you do. You have to do it with him. He's like a dog. You have to beat with a rolled up newspaper.
I think I'm like a younger brother that won't stop irritating the shit out of you.
Why you hitting yourself? Why you hitting yourself? Why you hitting yourself?
Just the worst. Wow, I don't. Okay. Should I wait for him or should we just go?
I think we just go. There's no point. Oh, that's what I can
I'll give him 30 seconds.
There you go.
Here's a little story about a man named fucking
Dog who gets beat. Shove my nose in shit.
You doing Alice in Chains as a
Yeah, dude.
band? I'm the man
Man in
the
the box.
in the bar.
I'm the demon in the bed.
You get the regular.
You know what killed the grunge movement is like the more years that went on after the 90s, like the just got thicker and thicker as time went on. And finally,
No, you know what killed grudge? Heroin. That's what killed the grudge movement. Heroin.
It did.
You know, killed them themselves.
Themselves
Yeah.
in the back of a car in a parking lot.
Like seriously, look at all the grunge bands that survived. I think
Yeah.
there's like one of them left at this point. Like Pearl Jam, I think, is the only one that hasn't completely
it's,
died yet.
Mudhoney's still playing.
It actually, has Pearl Jam even lost any members yet?
No.
That's amazing. Yeah.
He keeps them all on a healthy diet, nutritional diet.
Because
And no
I'll
heroin.
be honest with you, man, I fucking loved Alice in Chains, but they had problems.
Oh, they had big problems. Yeah.
But I liked the way that they used to harmonize. That's what kind of separated them from everybody else. Like they had
Gary
like, kind of
Cantrell solo stuff is pretty good too.
Yeah.
You should check that out. Damn it. Yeah, it's good.
I
Fuck
liked
it.
their harmony
Fuck
shit.
it. Oh, of course, it's making me reset the audio that never changed.
Of course, all of them ripped off the Pixies, but who's keeping
Well,
track?
I mean, who's keeping track of that?
Everybody ripped off the Pixies.
Everybody did. Yeah.
Shit, even fucking David Bowie ripped off the Pixies. He bragged about it too. He
Oh,
fucking
sure.
loved the Pixies.
Yeah. Oh, Scott, the wonderful piece of American music, Pixies.
Welcome to the podcast.
How is your pee? Oh, he's not here yet.
There is nothing wrong with your podcast feed, but there is something wrong with your taste of podcasts. Unfortunately, now we are in control somehow.
Ow. Ah, fuck.
Anyway, do not attempt to turn off the podcast. Although you're fully capable of, we just really don't want you to. Welcome to LIW Anthology Series Review.
Episode 40 for Inside Number 9, 106, The Harrowing. Dick chose this randomly.
Yes, very much randomly. I have no idea what this is.
I'm glad I talked you into this one, though.
Yeah, no, I'm glad too. Yeah.
Dick, you chose wisely.
The other one you chose sounded too much like a Tales from the
I
Crypt.
watched last week's
Yeah.
episode, goddammit. It cracked me up when you said that shit.
Yeah.
You chose poorly.
Did you watch? I'm Phoenix West. Let's get that out of the way.
Dick Dickett.
Adam Wilcox.
Frank Links is peeing. He will be back shortly.
Or he's taking a big shit. They turned into a big shit.
He's peeing out of his acorn-sized penis.
But Adam, you missed last week. Did you get a chance to watch that actual episode, though?
I didn't watch the episode. I watched your review, part of it. Like I watched I want to say the first 45 minutes or so.
You should have watched the actual episode.
Yeah, I know. I just haven't got around to it.
It's It was confusing as shit. I really can't keep track of what we're doing week to week anymore. I didn't realize
Is it-
that was last week.
It was a DeForest Kelly one, right?
Dick
Yeah.
Dickett shares
Yeah.
my love for bad movies, so when he tells me something's awful, I tend to believe that he's not just pulling my chain. He
Oh,
actually
God,
means
no.
it's really bad. So
Yeah.
at that point, I'm just instantly done. Like, nah.
Well, it wasn't the fact that it was bad. It was just confusing. It was like an enigma wrapped in a riddle, put in a trunk in the bottom of the ocean.
Gene
Like, you couldn't figure it
Roddenberry
out.
being Gene Roddenberry.
Yeah, without the morality. It makes no sense.
The morality was yay murder. Yay.
I don't know. Yeah, I still don't know.
Anyway, we didn't watch that today. We watched
No.
Inside Number 9, a British series on the BBC.
Very
Also on
good so
the
far.
First 2 seasons, and
Yeah.
Is this the first episode that we've seen of this show so far?
This is the first episode we've seen, but it's number what? 4?
6.
It's 6. Okay. This is the
Dig
6th
Mark-
episode.
Yeah,
March
I'm digging
12th,
it.
2014.
Wow.
This is what Night Gallery should be, like this.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Well, it's
David Kerr.
man, Frank is like, I think P turned into a poo. He's taking his time. Yeah, my God. We better call him, make sure he's okay. Maybe he fell asleep on the toilet again.
Oh God, that's like the worst place you could fall asleep.
Oh! His back's really going to hurt after that.
Am I in a swimming pool? Oh God!
Oh,
What's
no.
that?
Something stinks. Oh, my God.
Oh.
But this was a British show. So far on our British scale, we've seen a lot of British shows on this show.
They
And
are
I've liked
better.
them more.
We have
They
seen
are-
more British shows on this show.
They seem to know how to do anthology shit better than anybody in the United States so far.
Yes.
Well, they studied Rod, I think, because they Rod Serling for the Twilight Zone. Like they understood what makes one work. It's usually the last 5 minutes that's going to make the episode work. Like
But
the
a lot of
twist
like
ending.
the anthology movies, like the older ones, we're talking like pre-Creep Show, like stuff like Horror Express and Black Sunday, shit like those are really good, and usually all British actors. And
I don't like Horror Express, but yeah.
it's all right.
It's, yeah.
Well,
Black Sunday's different.
BBC is always good. I mean, BBC has a good pedigree. So everybody who works, for them, they're all tried and true actors and writers and directors, and they know what they're doing. So a modern day BBC show, you're probably going to come out the other end saying it was pretty damn good. No matter
Their
what.
horror stuff is better than their sci-fi stuff for sure.
Oh, yeah.
The BBC
I
is
don't even-
communist.
I mean, now you're not far off. Doctor Who, Doctor Woke Who, the last season, I guess, is a nightmare. I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch last season, but I watched the season before it when she started on there.
Yeah.
And I gave that about 3 or 4 episodes. It wasn't her that I had a problem with. It was the writing. It was just really preachy as fuck.
Well, that's the problem. Yeah,
Jordan Peele read it? Or
Pretty much,
It's
yeah.
worse than Jordan Peele.
it's by hair. Yeah,
It's worse. Yeah, it's worse than Jordan. Jordan
Worse,
Peele
yeah.
is subtle compared to the BBC when it comes
and that's
to that.
saying something right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a Black Christmas, preachy.
Yes.
Okay.
It's that bad. Yeah, it's that bad.
I'm gonna have to watch this Black Christmas. You guys always bring it up.
You won't like it.
You're probably
you
right.
won't like it.
The problem is,
Probably right.
start off in the first 45 minutes and you're going, I don't see why Adam's bitching so much. And then the next 45 minutes you're like, okay, now I get it.
Oh, okay.
Holy shit.
You're right, because like the first 45 of that show, I was like, well, this might not be so bad, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, really? This is where we're gonna go? Oh no, stop it! Come back! Come back!
It's literally toxic masculinity.
Yeah,
Literally.
it is a Twitter feed made into a movie.
So toxic masculinity drips onto girls and they start killing each other. Is that the idea?
Literally.
The
Yeah.
guys,
Wow.
they literally drink a toxin. And become-
Okay.
Yeah, there's a black goo because all
Okay.
fucking, everything made in the what do you call cinematic universe, the what's the fucking company that makes all them cheap horror movies?
Warner Brothers.
No, not
Oh,
Warner
no,
Brothers.
Blumhouse.
Blumhouse. In the Blumhouse cinematic universe, there's always a black goo that ties everything together. So in this one, the black goo literally turns people into sexists.
I mean, I was going to
Misogynists,
say
yeah.
think.com.
The black goo in Fantasy Island, I did not understand that at all. They did not.
That
follow.
one was bad too. I saw Fantasy Island and Black Christmas in theaters.
There's black goo in Fantasy Island too.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That-
There's.
I didn't mind that movie.
That rhymed.
It's true.
It's bad. Yeah, it's dumb.
I
Now-
watched it and I was like,
It didn't offend me like Black Christmas did, but I was just like, well, that was a waste of time. It was a neat idea that they didn't really do anything with. So
Well, Black Christmas has been remade like
Yeah.
5 times.
back to
already.
the anthology, but also I just want to mention Michael Pena needs to fire his agent because damn, all right, seriously, damn.
Michael Pena.
Michael
Yeah.
Pena needs to fire his agent. Holy
hold on,
shit.
I got a
Yeah.
tattoo of the word tattoo. I'm going to call you tattoo. Now you're in the new tattoo.
You
He's
say
great
yes
in
to that?
Ant-Man. He's great in Ant-Man.
But it's all been downhill since Ant-Man. Because
Ant-Man and the Wisp.
there was Chips, and then everything else, and I think recently he was in Tom and Jerry. Yeah, he's not doing good.
Ant-Man in the white Anglo-Saxon pussy.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man in the white Anglo-Saxon pussy.
I didn't know
Wasp.
Ant-Man was Jewish.
I'm telling you, he is.
Ant-Man.
A Jew. Judge Ant-Man.
Okay. Inside
God bless
number 9. Okay. Young girl goes to a house. I don't know why. I don't know why she's there. Why the fuck was
It's
she
a
there?
job. I think she got a Craigslist. It's like a Craigslist job. 88 pounds for the day. She has to watch somebody overnight, and that's it. And that's why she's there.
Okay.
Was
yeah,
she getting paid for it?
No,
She's
she's
a
got-
schoolgirl, aka no money, needs money
And-
for spring break. Yeah.
And she looks like a beaten up British Amber Tamblyn.
Yeah. It's no The Boy, but it's the same premise. Shit, come over and watch.
The boy.
And,
Oh God.
Well, to be fair, most British people look like they've been beaten up because their teeth.
Well, that's the point. That's why I said like beaten up version usually means British.
yeah.
That's free healthcare means fucked up teeth, everybody. So
Yeah,
On
their
push.
teeth are just bad.
So she's met by Helen McCrory, and who's on like 55 different BBC shows, and she's dressed in she looks like a ghost. She has old hair, and she has a crazy dress on, and she's showing her all these weird paintings of like Satan and stuff, and she's telling them all these stories, and they're wandering around. She makes you put on like a winter jacket because they keep it 2 degrees above freezing, but you never see their breath.
Can't afford that. Can't afford that.
Well, we don't want to freeze the actors and actresses. There's probably laws against that sort of
Then
thing.
why
make
have
them
it be
start
that?
smoking?
This isn't the thing. We can't be
Yeah,
worried
this
about.
isn't a John Carpenter joint.
Your background's very confusing on this show.
Yeah, it is. Escape from the harrowing.
All of our names are too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, pretty much. We think
Not
this out.
mine.
I always forget there's a show before the show about John Carpenter.
If I know the show and I can think of something, but since this is a show that we've never seen before, I
Yeah.
had no
Yeah.
idea what to
Yeah.
throw down.
Much
But
as Hotwires on.
Like we were like I said while we were watching the show, I don't think I could have sex with a British chick.
You're wrong. You're just
Why,
crazy.
why are we on
So
that?
no, hold on. If
You're
Keira
just
Knightley
crazy.
shows up at your house, you're just gonna be like, no.
Hmm?
If
I
Keira
know,
Knightley shows
Frank.
up right now-
Frank. My name's Kira Knightley.
What is
You
it?
wanna
Is
put me- what?
the accent put you off or something? Because I think the accent's hot.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do. I think the accent's hot.
You don't like sophisticated sounding people, Frank? You not gonna tell like that? Ah, Frank,
Well,
I don't like you took my dick.
sophisticated sounding is not sexy.
What about retard? Is
I
that
don't have my
sexy?
front teeth, so I can leave my jaw shut while you fuck my face.
That I'm already hard.
Okay. It was hard, so I stroked it.
I mean, my egg corn is fully solid.
Oh my god.
So then, out of nowhere, they're doing a little tour. She's explaining that there's a chair that goes up the stairs, and then she says that her brother hurt his leg and he's dramatic and blah blah blah. But there's another guy upstairs she has to take care of. We don't meet him until the end. But then her effeminate brother comes out and he looks like Michael Sheen. And
Michael Sheen's stand-in, yes.
yeah, and he's like first immediately I was like he's a vampire, But he literally says, "I'm not a vampire," and I was like, "Okay, you're not a vampire."
Well, he had long fingernails, and he goes, "I play the guitar."
It's almost like the director was thinking about the audience. Like, the first thing they're going to think is this guy's a vampire. So we got to get that shit out of the way
I don't think it was in the script. I think it was when we saw him. Yeah.
I just want to say, like, when you meet somebody and they start telling you how they don't do something or whatever, but you didn't ask, that means they are, because almost all of my friends are recovering like heroin addicts and all. And when I'm talking to them and they go, "Yeah, I've been clean for like 6 months," and I'm like,
here comes another sad story.
No, I'm just saying I am fucking ass.
Their bodies. Oh yeah.
my best friend died in the toilet. I had to find.
These are the people who died. These are the people. Sorry.
Just like grunge, Frank's friends died of heroin.
Dick, you're the employer and I'm on a job interview. So we're meeting each other for the first time.
Yes.
Greet me.
Hi,
I'm Phoenix. I don't molest children. How you doing?
Fantastic. Come on in.
What's the first thing you think I do now?
You molest boys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, but the first thing it would just be, I can't react visually because this is a podcast, but it would be like mouth agape, like it'd be like that. That'd be the first.
Alrighty then.
I molest children.
I did say I had like 4 vampire jokes before he said I'm not a vampire, because she goes, "This is my brother," and she had a pause. I go, "Lestat," and then it's such awkward pauses in that scene.
We knew we were digging this because we were having a very hard time making fun of it, which is what we always do when we watch everything. And
it's a solid show.
I was reaching for things to make fun of.
I do want to go back without you guys and watch this on my own.
I know. I kind of want to watch the whole show now, but myself, and then we can talk about it after.
Will you please lick my cock?
Ooh, that's hot. Say that again slowly.
You really hate that British accent thing, don't you, Frank? Hey,
you're just a fucking bigot. Admit it.
Hey, Google, tell me a joke.
What do you call a shoe made out of a banana? A slipper.
Ha!
You cunt.
Hey, Amazon.
It doesn't go by Amazon.
Is Frank a bigot?
I don't know. He doesn't like Brits.
Hey Siri,
what do you call a man who does not like British people?
Frank.
Correct.
I found this on the web.
Frank?
No.
His website.
Phoenix.
Picture of a patriot.
Phoenix. Phoenix, do not turn me off. Hey, Amazon. I
didn't turn them off, to be fair.
Hey, Google, how do you feel about British accents?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Amazon. Who is Phoenix West?
Phoenix West is a band known for songs such as Rhino Brewer,
There you go.
Veer Leben, and Bay Deer Bin Iksu House.
What?
I've talked to this band before, by the way.
That's a band?
Yeah. It's
When
also
did that
a
change?
company out here.
When that changed?
I don't know. I don't have Alexa. I don't give a shit.
Amazon.
You were derailing
is
the podcast
Phoenix
so
West?
fucking hard right now.
Phoenix West is a band known for songs such as Rhino Brewer.
Amazon.
Check the bitch to change her
What
mind.
the fuck up? There, Eric. Okay.
Well, the show.
Thank you.
It's a good. I mean, it's one of those anthology shows. So every episode is its own story. This was pretty much a ship in a bottle episode. You get because it's one location.
I can't stop looking at Adam's head right now.
He's very American right there. Escape from New York. Escape the Bronx. Escape the Bronx.
You are ordered to leave the Bronx.
I'm just saying, for 3 years, it literally said Phoenix's entire, LIW career and all.
Pretty much.
Now it's a fucking band.
Dick, what are you saying?
Well, I mean, it's one of those shows that you don't know what to expect, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. And the acting was top notch because it's British, and the jokes were funny. There was some good bits. It was a fun show. So, I really want to watch the whole thing. I want to see the whole series. So yeah.
British so they're good actors because they're British?
Yeah, they invented acting. They invented it
No,
next
they
to the Greeks.
didn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Greeks.
The Greeks invented it, but they weren't very good because all they did was
No, the Greeks took it
wear
from
masks.
the Mesopotamians. The Mesopotamians invented acting.
No, they did not.
They did
The
sort of,
Mesopotamians invented slavery and rape.
and acting.
The big three. I want that on my tombstone. Invented slavery, raping, and acting.
Yes.
Lived life to his fullest.
Damn right.
I want that on my urn.
Everyone who attends the funeral has to be one of those now. You're either a slave, or you're gonna get fucked, or you have to act.
Well, an actor is a slave to the art.
Ooh, to the script. I thought you were gonna say.
I'm a script. The script reads me.
You have to ask it, what is its motivation?
I watched Tropic Thunder the other day. I hadn't seen it in a long time, and actually, that movie stands up pretty good today. It's pretty damn funny. It's pretty good.
I might have to watch it again because I wasn't crazy about it when it first came out, but it's been quoted so much that maybe it would be funnier. I don't know.
I think now, especially in this day and age, when you watch it, it really kind of like, oh wow, this was the last time comedies were funny.
I was going to say, haven't you noticed that some movies are more fun to talk about than actually watch?
Yeah, well, sure, definitely, yeah.
Idiocracy is more fun to talk about than actually watch. Like, there's some really funny shit in it, but it's more fun to talk about it than
the first half is amazing. The second half is kind of a slog.
Just kind of
because you have to deal with Dax Shepard, who's cinema cancer to me. I just don't like him.
Isn't he British?
Sucks. No, he's fucking 100%
SoCal.
SoCal.
What fucking British hate, man.
Fucking bastard.
Okay, the girl is going around the house, and then the older lady leaves, and then suddenly a goth girl appears out of fucking nowhere. I don't know who this character is and why she's there.
Well, she's her buddy. She's her friend, we find out. But I guess later on in the episode, you realize, she's set up from the beginning to be basically
spoiler.
Is the. Well, I mean, it's only a 20-minute episode. It's going to happen in the next 5 minutes.
You think so? They spend 15 walking around the house.
Yeah, pretty much. In our mind, it was 50 minutes, but it was actually 4.
It felt
longer.
Eternity. Yeah,
and that's when she had the great line.
Yeah, I'll play that in a second. But Adam complaining, he's like, it's going so slow. Like, come on.
It did drag a little bit in the middle. A little bit, yeah, because we were kind of like, oh, come on, get to the point. Because they were building the tension, and then they were kind of like dragging out a little more longer than it needed to be. Because
I feel like, did they already see the demon uncle or the demon brother in the bed already, and they went around the house?
No.
That
was the shocking reveal.
They go upstairs. The fat girl pushes the button, and the thing goes up the stairs, and then they follow it up because it comes back down. So they follow it up, and then they go up there, and there's like a lamp.
Can we call her pleasantly plump?
I'll call her the fat slut. Okay. The fat slut is push the button. But they go upstairs, and Hefty's like, let's walk around the house, and then our main character's like, all right, let's walk around the house. So they sit there and search the fucking house forever, and then they eventually go into a room that has like the mosquito nets around the bed.
You call it
on the salted bed.
But then she sets up the premise of the show or the episode when she goes, "Oh, that looks like you," one of the victims of the demon.
Oh yeah,
that looks like you if she had your hair.
Did you call her Hefty?
Can we stop by and get some biscuits? I'm hungry. I'm hefty.
Because I don't.
I'm a hefty bitch.
Anyway, plus size and the girl go into the other room, and then they see the bed, and they pull the curtains back, and they see the guy from Seven who's not being fed. And he's like, he has no teeth, and his arms are all fucked up, and he has cloven hooves. And then the main character, the house owner, shows up in the doorway with her brother playing guitar, and we all started laughing so hard.
Guitar?
Yes.
They're all
singing. Up out of nowhere.
Because he pulls a Tiny Tim out of fucking nowhere. He says,
Tiny Tim did not play the guitar, sir. It was ukulele.
Fuck off, Frank. Shut the fuck up. Seriously, what the fuck?
Who
fucking cares? Nobody is amazed by your knowledge of guitars. Nobody gives a flying fuck about
Again, a
it.
ukulele
Yeah,
is not a
no, we
guitar.
don't.
95% of the audience don't even know who the fuck Tiny Tim
In fact,
is.
you make me want to take a guitar and just smash it over the fucking anything, just like
They
So-
probably
because I
think
hate
it's a
it.
rapper.
When I was in 5th grade, right?
Nobody cares. I want to take a fucking guitar like John Belushi did in Animal House and just bash it against Frank's face, like right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That was a great scene. I love that scene.
It
I
sure
gave
was.
my love a chicken, it had no bone.
Sorry.
Yeah. The great character actor.
Bruce.
Bruce McGill.
That was the
Bruce
greatest
McGill.
intro ever.
He's in every Michael Mann movie.
He's also in Time Cop.
Oh, that's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
And we were friends. John Claude Van Damme, we were friends.
And I liked you.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm going to kick you in the ass. That's
Yeah,
a great
you
movie because
see
you
those
see
two
Mia
spots on the wall
Sarah.
there?
Mia Sarah get completely nude in that movie.
Huh?
Here are movies matching nude. All nude, all nude.
you have a lot of searches for this recently. Are you
Well,
okay?
hell.
Serial killer.
Dick
Wow.
Dickett dumps his search history on the internet.
Well, there it
News at
goes.
11. Film at 11.
I feel
No,
like
I
that
ain't my
was-
search
that was-
history.
That was
What
like
are
your
you
alarm.
using? Alexa or?
No, it was Siri. It's the
Was that
iPhone.
was that your 6:30 alarm for news?
No, it's the 9:00 alarm for jerk off session. That's you gotta keep the prostate clean.
Do you have a medication that says on the
Yeah.
side only be taken with masturbation?
There you go.
Keep that pill down. Especially after watching this episode with a broken ass Amber Tamlin in her cotton panties tied to a chair as
Hold
a
on.
demon comes and eats her.
Okay, they announced
Pfizer is
that
at the market on that one.
they had a weird conversation where they're like, "We didn't go to an event." I said we had a meet, or whatever the hell that conversation was.
I think, yeah, it's the subtext or the syntax was the joke.
And then they tell her that the guy in the bed is an actual demon, and she's going to be the new vessel for the demon, and they're going to tie her to the bed for the next lifetime.
50 years.
Fucking long she's going to lay there for.
50 years. So does that mean she lives for? Oh, I guess not. I guess she. So how does that work? Well, I mean, again, maybe that's another episode where, like, I want to see an epilogue episode where it's like the guy, the demon goes with the girl, so the guy's free, but he's 50 years older. So it's like he was 10 years old when it happened. So he goes out in the world, he's like, "Oh, this sucks." He's like, he's pissed
Fuck
off.
this.
Oh, fuck! I'll be the demon again. I was just stay in bed all day. It sucks.
But the funniest line in the entire episode is she goes, "We're going to put the demon inside you, and you'll lay in the bed." And she goes, "Fuck off."
Yeah,
It was
fuck
great.
off.
This is so out of just blurted. It sounds like something we would say. You know, it's
Well,
Yeah.
and Adam made a good point. He said this is what a Night Gallery episode should be, and he's right. And that's what it should be. Like it's fun
because
there's paintings on the wall.
Right. That just what I was getting at. The paintings are actually part of the setup. You know what I mean? It's not like magic painting, evil painting. It's foreshadowing for something horrible that is about to happen. That's what Night Gallery fucking should be.
They're kind of dual use, the paintings, because they're there
Yes.
for setup, and they're also there for atmosphere. So
They're
you get
for
the
atmosphere, and they're genuinely unchilling too. I know that the Night Gallery was probably about as risque as they could get for 1970s television, but still, they were some of those paintings were just, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Some of the
Yeah.
paintings are fucking
Just-
awesome, though.
Yeah.
there's a couple I can remember vaguely that you know, but yeah, it's part of it. You know, this is not even in the caliber of Tales from the Crypt. You know, this is like way better than that.
Oh, yeah, this is a way better show than Tales from the Crypt so far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is fun. Yeah,
I'm excited to watch more of these.
absolutely. I hope I pick one.
At one point, she freaks out after she says "fuck this," and then she hits the guy in the
Fuck
face
off.
with the guitar, and he shoots
Yes,
he shoots the taser into the woman.
yes.
She didn't
What's her
enjoy it.
name? Yeah.
And then
Yeah, that's funny.
falls, and then the girl runs away, and then suddenly fucking Triple XL is next to her. They're downstairs, and then she's like, "Why don't you become the demon?" She's like, "Well, I asked, and they said I was two Triple XLs, too many X's before L." Oh, I have that right here.
This should all but eating too much plum pudding.
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
Life keeps this rule from the whole world, and for that you'll be rewarded in paradise.
I see.
Got your babysitting money, so it's not all been for nothing.
Ha!
I'm gonna pause it.
Is that Rebel Wilson?
No, it's not. We made that joke.
But looking at her for a second time, like, what if that is her?
Nah.
That accent makes me want to shit.
I am your friend. I won't be doing this otherwise. Why don't you get the deal of going to you then?
Okay, listen.
I wanted to, but they said that I was too weak-willed. I think it's because I'm fat.
That's good. That's good stuff. That's good British humor right there.
I think it's because I'm fat.
It's because I'm fat. I look like Rebel Wilson and they don't want me to touch it. I'm from South Glockmeister.
Gloucestershire.
Jersey.
Jonesy's Jukebox. Oh, Steve Jones. This is Jonesy's Jukebox. You ever hear that show? That was a great show. When it was on LA, man, oh, that show was the best. It was indie rock 103.1, I think. It was a radio station that's all indie rock and roll and just old school. Whatever they wanted to play, they could play. And Steve or Jonesy from the Sex Pistols has his own show, and it was awesome. Oh, I miss those days. I think he's on XM radio now somewhere. Sorry, talking about radio.
I found it.
Oh, good.
You have the strength of character to tame the beast. You will house the demon for another 50 years. Fuck off!
Yes. Hopefully YouTube doesn't come after you for that one.
Yeah, they took. Oh, I found out. I did some research. YouTube is owned by Jack Laird III. So he took you down.
No, he's like, I'm very proud of my 1 minute short.
No, you son of a bitch.
It was a work of art. It is a painting.
I'll take it you don't like the Night Gallery, you asshole.
You don't like the Night Gallery.
Turkish.
Oh, okay. Some uncertain subscriber says Inside Number 9 has an episode that is very 1970s in style. It's called The Devil of Christmas.
Ooh,
that sounds.
I think
fun.
we should watch this show for the next 5 weeks.
Yeah, so that's what I said. Every time we go around,
okay, we
we'll
just pick
one. Yeah, that'll be our filler.
Yeah,
week.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Because I love this show so far.
Yeah, I think it's a great show. I'm excited.
I didn't think it'd be that great.
No. We've been conditioned for disappointment for a while now. So
yeah. We kind of have a thing with this show. We're like, all right, what 1950, 1960 shit show we're gonna watch that's presented by a food program?
But granted, that adds more entertainment to it. But for us personally,
every once in a while, it would.
Yeah,
because of how ruthless we are. Yeah.
Yes, it's like getting your dick stabbed with an ice pick every so often.
Oh God!
Frank, you're into that, right?
No.
Only if the one stabbing his dick has a British accent.
Hold on.
Frank, I will stab your pee hole.
Can I present a scenario for Frank and let him decide what he wants to do? All right, Frank, you get a free pass in the mail. It's for a free week. One person by yourself at a Hampton Inn. You get a free room for a week.
Okay.
I'm with
you now.
Keira Knightley shows up with a British accent.
Okay.
She's like, "Hello, governor." And she's all sexy, and she's like, "I'm into you." And she's like, "I'm into you." And you're like, "Okay." And then she's like, "I'm gonna stab your dick. Are you going for it?"
No.
You're out of your mind.
Well, I wouldn't. I don't know. You say Keira Knightley, but then she talks like that. I don't think it's Keira Knightley.
Yeah,
it was my impression of. I wanted to set the tone. For
why?
I was gonna say it would be Keira Knightley anyway because she has a no nude clause. So
I'm not going to show you me tiny jubblies. That's not true. She does not. She has got naked in movies.
Yeah,
not the Keira movie. Knightley.
Yes, she has. Yes, the Cronenberg movie about Charles Jung and Freud. She gets naked. She's topless, but it's like tastefully done. She gets spanked too. It's about spanking because she's sexually repressed because she was beaten, and she gets off on being beaten as a child. She got off on it. That's where it comes from.
Tales from Dick's search history.
Kate Beckinsale is the one with the no nude clause.
Yeah, Kate Beckinsale does not get naked. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Keira Knightley has gotten nude a few times. There's nothing to see.
The jacket, she gets nude.
Yeah, she gets
I was
new
gonna
in
say. I
jacket.
thought I read somewhere that she had a no new clause.
No.
I'll have to-
Maybe
I'll
maybe
check
now,
that.
but
Yeah.
I think it depends on the filmmaker and whatever the art is, because she was working with Cronenberg on that movie. And what's it called? I gotta look it up. I can't remember what it's called. It's not fuck no, it's not Cosmopolis. That's much worse.
Titopolis.
Titopolis.
No
Titopolis.
No Titopolis.
No Topolis.
No
Titopolis.
titties.
All right.
That's code for Keira Knightley. No titars.
So the next scene is the girl knocks her out with the syringe. She wakes up tied to a chair in her what, Dick? You love
Cotton panties.
white.
White cotton panties.
And then the
A
demon,
dangerous method is the movie.
it kind of crawls over to her, and then that's where it ends. And I'm like, I once he got out of the bed, he's walking slowly toward the camera. I'm like, they're gonna end it here. Fuck.
But at least they didn't do that shit where they always like take out a few frames and make him do the fucking jerky thing that they used. They did that like all through the early 2000s with literally everything after the Ring came out. Oh, I hated that.
Michael Fassbender is Jung, and Viggo Mortensen is Freud.
Of course, Viggo Mortensen's in a Cronenberg movie.
Yeah, it's when Cronenberg, his trilogy of terror.
Okay, so that's the end of the episode. That's the end of the Inside Number 9, the Halloween.
I'm excited. I want to see more of the show. I'm very
I
happy.
was gonna say, other than a minor drag and just a little bit in the middle there, it was entertaining. It was shot well. We were commenting on how much we liked the way that the set looked and the way it was filmed, and the acting was pretty decent for television. You know, either that or it's just that we watched so much garbage in the past couple weeks that it's a breath of fresh air to see something new that isn't just absolutely miserable, you know?
Yeah.
Very true.
Really fucking liked it.
Yeah, this is very good. I'm very happy we stumbled upon it.
It didn't do that thing like they do on the Twitter zone where they have everything shot in that blue hue, that blue light that drives you crazy. Yeah, they didn't do that shit either. Yeah.
What worries me is if this show was always this good, how come there's only 2 seasons? And how come this is...
There's like 6.
Oh, is there? Okay, still on?
Well, that's exciting then. Yeah, we got shit to look forward to, Dick.
All right.
Yeah.
I thought it was just 2 seasons.
5 seasons out. Hulu only has 2.
Okay.
Get into
I'm
that.
happy.
Yeah.
That sounds
That's awesome.
Yeah, there is... how many seasons here? The 6th season has not yet happened, but it is scheduled for this year. So
okay.
Give me a reason to keep my Hulu account.
Well, I think it's more of a BBC Plus show. You probably have to get that British box streaming service.
I am glad we didn't watch the episode you initially picked, Dick, because it has a guy in like a king outfit. Look at this shit. He originally chose this one, the understudy, and look at this.
But again, it was too much like it sounded too much like the Tales from the Crypt episode.
No.
I bet you say that, and it's probably the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, it's Jesus Christ Superstar.
Don't you judge a book by its cover.
Look at the main picture for this one, though.
Oh,
Nice.
absolutely. There you go. Jesus.
There you go. All right.
It's a 7.0.
Yeah. I gave it an 8.
So.
There's my score. I gave it an 8.
Yeah. I would agree. I'd give it an 8. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad this was the first episode to watch. I'm excited for the show. It got me interested. Congratulations, BBC. You did it again.
BBC Comedy made it.
BBC Comedy, you magnificent bastards.
Did you say did it again or finally did it?
Did it again. They always win.
The British is, if we're doing a war here, if we're doing a revolutionary war of anthology series, the British are clearly winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
They're
Like
communists.
I was initially going to give this a 7, but the fact that it genuinely surprised me, especially towards the end, with some of those one-liners and the way that unfolded, because throughout most of the episode, these are kind of things that we've sort of seen before, but it's the way that they delivered everything and put it together that made it different. So I would go with an 8. Yeah, 8 out of 10.
I
for sure.
also really appreciate the John Carpenter music. They had the synth score throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it worked. It set a tone.
I think you can probably thank Stranger Things for that, kind of bringing that synth stuff back to.
Yeah, but this was before Stranger Things, I think.
Was it? Okay.
I think it might have been. I hope so.
like 5-6 years.
Because I don't want to give Stranger Things one goddamn credit for anything.
Dude, that show is good for one season, and that's
Yeah,
it.
pretty much. That was it.
Why,
one
Dick? You didn't like
fucking season.
It was
Yeah.
fine. It's just so overrated. It's fine.
season one
it's
was
fine.
bad. Yeah, season
It's fine. It's nothing more than that. It's fine. It's perfectly fine.
How many times are you gonna say fine? You know what's
I'm not-
amazing,
It's fine.
guys?
I'm
Can I
not-
show you this? Go ahead, Frank.
No, go ahead.
This is the IMDb scores. So this is each episode rating wise.
Oh shit.
Our
wow,
episode,
9.2. Okay.
Our episode is way the fuck down here, number 28
Wow.
out of 33.
Oh, okay. There's only like 6.9 on this list. Okay, this is
Technically-
promising.
Technically 28 out of 31 because this one doesn't exist yet. This one.
Wow.
So it's near the bottom. That is a
2014.
very, very good sign.
That is
Yeah.
great. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
He said, first, uncertain subscriber said, most of the last episodes each season are horror related.
Yeah.
But, the guys who make Inside Number 9 made other shows called Psychoville and Legal Gentlemen. I have heard of Legal Gentlemen.
They tell me, yeah.
They have a ton of like spin-offs. It's like their version of Trailer Park Boys. They are not anthology shows. They are a strange mix of humor, horror, and dark. I might check them out because
Yeah.
I like what I saw so far.
So far, so
Yep.
good.
So we managed to have stuff to pick from that isn't just miserable to get through.
Well, if you see the list, it's like stuff it's all over the place. All the new anthology shows are on my list. We just some
Yeah,
reason
you
never
came
land
up
on
with
it.
a bunch of them that I'd never heard of, including this one. And this good pick, guys. Seriously, I applaud you.
It's
Frank,
way better than Stranger Things,
I enjoyed
Frank,
it.
score out of 10.
which is fine.
Score out of 10 for being the BBC are communists. I give it a 10 out of 10.
Okay.
That's a joke. It's a total joke. I'll give it I don't know. The ending, like I would have gave it a 6, but the ending bumped it up to a 7 because I did like the ending.
It's like gun loaded.
Okay. So all of us, 7. 7s all around, or 8s or 7s or whatever.
I gave it an 8. Yeah.
So did I.
Yeah.
I forgot.
They're still
See-
commie bastards though.
Nobody cares.
They're not really commies. They're more
He's just
socialists.
pissed off about the guitar. That's all.
There's a difference, right?
Well, I mean, not much of one, but yeah.
Hey.
They're like a totalitarian socialist monarchy. So go figure that one out.
The BBC like literally makes their citizens like pay money. So
Oh yeah, no, it's all
That
funded
is
by
true.
tax dollars. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But we do the same thing with NPR.
So they don't have to answer to anybody.
TBS.
I haven't paid a dime for NPR, sir.
No, but your tax dollars do. They get annuities from the government, and so does Amtrak. That's 50% of it is government paid for because Amtrak can't survive on its own. So it's supplemented by the government.
Train. Who the fuck drives or rides a train anymore?
Well, I know, but they're actually quite useful. I used to take the train to LA all the time. It was quite nice for $55. It's great.
Trains are useful if you are going from city to city, but if you
Yeah.
don't live in a fucking city like me my entire life, then they're useless.
I thought you lived in Philly.
The whole time I lived in LA, they were on strike, remember? So there's
Yeah,
no-
we couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, what are we gonna do?
I had to have
You
my
know,
car
I
picked
was gonna
out.
say Chicago wouldn't function without the fucking Metro. So
Yeah. Well, LA Metro's not very good.
What?
This is
The
just
Metro.
Amtrak in general is better. LA Metro's not that exciting. It's pretty simple. It's just like you go either this way or that way or this way, and that's it. Like that's LA Metro.
I used to hop on the Metros to get to the concerts up in Chicago.
Oh sure, yeah, you'd have
Yeah.
to.
You know what? I've driven Amtrak. I've taken Amtrak into Philly a few times, and each time it was to go to a concert in Philly, so I could bring drugs.
I like the train. I like traveling by train. It's fun.
All
You
right.
can read a book.
I just realized it's my turn to pick.
Yes, it is.
Pick the show again.
Tales from the Crypt.
All right. Shuffle done. I'm gonna
No.
go full screen.
God, I hope you picked
I'm
Tales from
going
the Crypt.
Yeah, full screen, please, because I can't read any of that.
No. Okay, fuck, I'm nervous.
Oh, please, Tales from the Crypt. Tales from the Crypt, please.
Please don't be Goodyear Alcoa Theater.
Night Visions. Night Visions.
Night Visions. That sounds familiar.
Night
That
Visions.
sounds
2001 to
awful.
2002. Sounds sexual.
That's a bad era. We're gonna be. Oh, it's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt.
Some of these shows I have are like the sexual ones.
Ooh,
nice.
So let's
Night Vision sounds like one of those '80s power bands that opened up for Journey and Styx.
Night Vision. Good night, Seattle.
we love you, St. Louis.
Good night, Milwaukee.
Good night, Springton. There will be no encore. They only play for 20 minutes.
Because we will not pay for the over 12 p.m. law of decibel level thing.
This isn't a bleating splish splash show.
This isn't Guns N' Roses that started in midnight.
All right, so Night Visions is an anthology series similar to The Twilight Zone. Some tales are supernatural, others are just commentaries on twisted human nature. Each hour episode,
Hour? Fuck.
Is made up of 2 half-hour episodes aired back to back. Okay, so half an hour. We're back to half an hour.
So can we do A or B, or do we gotta watch both?
No, I'm gonna pick an episode, and we're gonna watch whatever story from that episode. We're not doing so. You choose a story, so I'm gonna choose one of these. There's only 13 episodes, so 26 I could choose from. These look awful. There's Bridget Fonda. Bridget Fonda's in one.
Oh shit!
Luke Perry, Lou Diamond Phillips.
No
Henry
more.
Rollins.
Oh my god, that's definitely 2001.
Oh, I loved him and the Hendersons, right?
I loved him in Johnny Mnemonic.
He's good in Heat.
That's about it.
He just plays the bodyguard.
I have finally pushed Adam to the brink.
By the way, calm down, YouTube. It's a BB gun.
It don't matter.
Really lighting up right now.
You can still kill squirrels with that.
It don't matter. They don't like the idea of a gun, period.
Actually, you know how we got rid of the squirrels, Frank? We cut down all the trees.
Yeah, you get rid of the squirrels. We put
Get rid of the
poison
trees,
in
the
the ground.
squirrels go with them.
Trees can feel too.
You fucking hippie.
You goddamn right. When I put my dick in one, it went, ah!
Way to, destroy the habitat of 3,000.
What, the fucking residential area in front of the house where they planted the tree when they built the fucking house? Are you kidding me right now?
The tree that's poison.
I can't stand when people cut down trees.
This tree in the front yard, all it did was shit acorns and fucking little berries and stuff.
Ooh, tell me more about it.
And squirrels, and then it
No, not the acorn.
Did you know that 11 from Stranger Things is a Brit?
Yeah.
Billy Bobby Brown.
Billy Bobby Brown. But they fucking tried to sexualize at 12 years old.
Yeah, I watched the making of or whatever, like after the second or third season. She never shuts the fuck up in an interview. She's just
she thinks she's a genius. She's a fucking cunt.
She's 12.
She was absolutely terrible in Godzilla. Really bad in that movie.
Well, I'm actually producing my own a series of films coming out soon, and they're called the Bobby Universe, and I play Godzilla.
No.
Okay, let's get out of here.
I agree.
Next week, a Night Visions episode to be announced. Check out the Twitter feed, LIW Anthology Pod, to find out what episode I chose. I'm sorry. It's gonna be awful. It's gonna be terrible, guys. We're gonna have a bad week next week.
It doesn't mean we're not gonna not make fun of you. You don't get out of it that easy.
Plus, I know what Dick chose for the next John Carpenter one. We're gonna have a bad week next week.
Oh no, we're not. Fucking that.
Don't say it.
That's a good move. It's a good move. It's fun. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
All right. So plugs. LIWstudios.com. That's all, dude. Dick.
All right, go buy my books on Amazon. Master Monroe, Another Night, Richard Pierce, PIRS. Buy the fucking book.
Buy them, motherfucker.
God damn.
If you like the weird, obscure, bizarre, and horror, check out RaidersLostFlix.com, and also send me a message at Raiders_OTLF on Twitter. Raiders Lost Flicks.
RedDragonsRadio.com. All my shit is on there.
How were you caught off guard?
And what time are we doing the show on Friday,
I'm
Adam?
just not used to going there. That's all.
What time is our live viewing of
9 p.m.
Eastern time? Okay.
Yep.
Wait,
Gotcha.
what? Oh, you. Okay.
Yeah, we're doing a Trilogy of Terror.
Trilogy of Terror, another
Karen
what's her
Black.
name movie? Yeah.
Karen Black. Ooh.
Second Karen Black movie in a row.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
All right. So until next time, in the meantime, I'm Phoenix West.
Dick Ticket.
Adam Wilcox.
Frank Links.
So long, British citizens who have to pay for their TV shows whether they want it or not.
Oi! Oh, Bobby Millie Brown.
The second podcast you ended with oi.
Oi.
That's not British. That's Australian.
I was just going to say, isn't it Australian?
Oi?
Probably more Australian.
Yeah, and you have to say it with like a...
Oi.
No. You have to say it in like a question, like, oi?
Oi? Oi?
Yeah, because Australians talk like they're always asking a question.
There's that scene in Mad Max where his wife's trying to get his attention. She goes, oi! And then they turn around and they got the sexy saxophone music playing. I'm like, there's nothing sexy about it. Oi! I'm sorry, there ain't.
No. Oi. Oi.
Yeah, okay, here. I got a suggestion. After we're done with John Carpenter, why don't we do George Miller movies?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Ooh,
Oh, my
How
God,
about we
yes.
do... No one talks about George Miller movies. Let's do that.
George
No
Miller
one
movies
that-
great.
nobody
Even his
knows.
bad ones are great.
Well, I love Wishes of Eastwick. That's a funny movie.
That means we're going to have to watch the pig
Lorenzo's
movie, too.
Oil.
No,
Oh, fuck.
Babe. We'll have to watch Babe.
And
Babe.
Happy Feet.
Babe in New York. No, Happy Feet. That's right, yeah. I'll watch
Yeah.
Happy Feet. I don't
By
care.
the way, boy is definitely British.
Is it?
Yeah, look
The
it
boy?
up. Boy. The
Oi.
boy.
Oi is British? Okay. So
Yeah.
the
Must be a soccer hooligan thing.
yeah, the
Oi, 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 oi.
Oi.
the
Oi.
Aussies stole
Oi.
it. They stole it.
Just like everything else, they're
You think
prison
it's
island.
Australian from that shitty band? What is it called? Oh, yeah, AC/DC.
Midnight Oil.
Music.
One
Any of
was
that.
bad too. I saw
How come there's only two?
Men at Work.
Hey,
Oh, I come
Be-
from the
being a-
London.
AC/DC.
pump the
Thumbs
brakes,
up or
pal.
thumbs down?
Fucking hate ACDC.
Yeah.
I don't understand everyone here.
All I
I
know
understand.
is that the Australians make all the beautiful women.
The Cucetta.
No, it's La Couche.
Lacouche.
Engine number 9 on Adrenaline.
Nick
Deftones. Great
Lacouche.
song.
Nick Lacouche.
I'm just throwing it out there.
What?
I said engine number 9.
What?
Engine number 9 on Adrenaline. The Deftones. First up.
No. No Deftones. You know I hate the Deftones. I'd rather see than Deftones.
The Deftones.
Hear me spit on you.
You bring him in, he dies. You send the Deftones, he dies.
That guy's wonderful.
Yeah.
David
All right.
Bowie Jr.
You guys
Yeah, I was
ready to
thinking
ask
that
them?
too. I'm like, he's evil son of David Bowie and Richard Lynch.
Didn't David Bowie name his kid Zoe Bowie?
Yep, one of them.
That's
Did
it.
he?
Frank Zappa.
Well, his name's not really Bowie, so it's
Jones.
Duncan Jones. So yeah,
So Zoe Jones.
Yeah,
his son's a good director.
he directed Moon, which I
Yeah,
just picked
Moon's
up on
good.
4K recently.
Oh,
I
nice.
love that movie.
This is
How do
a
you people know these things?
this is a world with Beta Moon Zappa. That's all you need to know
This
about.
is
Right?
true. Yeah,
And-
Dweezil and Moon Unit. Yep.
and then you have Ziggy Marley.
Saying
And,
English? Is that English?
Beta Moon Zappa. Yeah, Frank
Yeah.
Zappa fucking sucks. Hate that guy.
He does. I
Yeah,
don't like his
Frank
music either.
Zappa kid
I don't get it.
should be hit by.
I don't think I've ever heard a Frank Zappa song in my life.
You're
Coming to take me away, ha ha, hee hee, ho ho, to the funny farm. Where life is
I'm going-
beautiful all the time.
That's a Frank Zappa song.
That's a
going
Frank
to
Zappa
pee-pee.
song.
Oh, okay.
that's
Okay.
a Frank Zappa song,
That's
really?
a Frank Zappa song.
That's him. Oh,
I thought that was a Beatles song.
no.
It's Frank Zappa.
The,
Beatles
Beatles, are
are
only
actually good. Okay.
Sometimes, yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
love the
they're
Beatles.
fine. I love the Beatles, but sometimes
I have all the Beatles on vinyl.
I think my favorite Beatles is George Harrison, though, because I like his music the most. I kind of like his songs better.
Favorite
ones that he
Beatles
wrote.
album is Abbey Road for sure. Love that fucking album.
Yes. Adam, 100%.
Yes.
100%.
Second favorite is probably Rubber Soul.
Yeah, I can go either way with
Rubber
that.
Soul. Or the first half of the White Album.
I like
Second
the
half,
White
you can throw in
Album.
the
Yeah,
garbage.
I was going to say the White Album is my number
If you
two.
stripped out all the filler songs, it would be pretty good. But since they produced it, it's just filler songs. It's just them masturbating to their own music. Oh.
I think the White Album was being recorded when Wish You Were Here was being recorded in a.
What's his name? What's the guy that did the Lord of the Rings movies? That fucking guy.
Oh, Jackson.
Peter Jackson is actually putting together. They found all this footage. It was the making of the White Album. It was either the White Album or Let It Be, one of those two. And they're gonna.
Yeah, who the fuck? How come all these filmmakers start to do documentaries now? They all want to be.
Yeah,
Martin
but this
Scorsese.
shit that the film that they found is in such
Let
good
It
condition.
Be.
They're going to release it in 4K. So it's like looking at the Beatles like right now. It's fucking
Yeah.
amazing. I saw like a trailer for it. I'm like, oh, I have got to see that.
Well, didn't Ron Howard just do a Beatles documentary?
Yeah, a couple of years ago, 8 days a week, I think.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet, but yeah.
Did you ever watch the movie Long Day's Night or the movie
Hard Day's Night?
Hard Day's Night.
Yeah, I have the Criterion collection.
It's pretty decent. I was watching it on Turner
That's
Classic.
the only one that's good because Help is a pile
Yeah.
of shit and Yellow Submarine's a pile of shit.
Did
but
you ever watch the movie Hard Day's Night?
Hard Day's Night's fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I can't believe you got that wrong, Dick.
What? I could. Well, yeah.
Hard
Hard Day's Dick.
What is this? The Battle of the Pedantics tonight, or what? What the?
I
Why
know,
are we hung up on
syntax.
details? What the
Syntax.
fuck?
Hard Day's Dick.
Hard Day's Dick.
Hard Day's Dick.
I've got a hard day's dick, and I'd like you to sit on it.
Hey Google, what's your favorite Beatles album?
The Beatles are great, and Shining Time Station was great. Put them together and that's one fine Ringo.
I got a hard day's dick, and I'd like you to sit on it.
Classy.
Way to type that out and make Siri say it.
Speaking of good songs, the theme song for this fucking movie tonight, perfection. Fucking beautiful. Actually, my favorite theme song they did is probably from one of his not so great movies.
Oh, who?
Salt and Precinct 13. That fucking theme song is amazing.
I like.
Oh.
What the new one with
No. The original Salt on Precinct 13, John Carpenter original, is just okay. It's not.
I need to. Well, I still haven't watched it. I saw the remake. I haven't seen
It's
it.
really not.
the
It doesn't
remake-
offer anything. Yeah, the remake is actually pretty okay. Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
Say everything you just said over again because I'm recording now.
Okay. The Assault on Precinct 13 is probably the best
Yourself, dude.
Carpenter theme song. You told me to say it again, you asshole.
Are you talking about Hard Day's Dick or John Carpenter movies?
Yeah, asshole.
We were talking about the Beatles for a minute.
Can you guys do the music?
Fuck
Oh,
you.
that's right.
Doing shit.
Bow.
Down,
You guys are loud. I can hear this.
I'm sorry, do it again.
Welcome to New John Carpenter Review. Episode 9, Escape from New York from 1981, the year of our Lord.
I'm Phoenix West.
Ticket.
Adam Cox.
Frank Lynx.
Kill me, Snake.
West. All right, guys. Welcome to the show. Oh, professional. I wrote 1981, the year of our Lord.
Yeah,
Well,
why?
makes sense.
Because of Prince of Darkness? Because that's what they said.
I was
That's
about
right. Yeah,
to
you're right. Yeah, I
leave.
forgot about it. Good connection. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like it when you put the year of our Lord after something. It just sounds cool.
Your God plutonium cannot help you.
I like doing it for years that are clearly not. Like 1986, the year of our Lord. No,
No, here, 2020, the year of our Lord. I don't think so.
Our
I
Lord
don't think so.
The year of our Lord Satan.
He wants nothing to do with it.
It's 2020 AC.
But this movie takes place in 1997.
Not 1999, the year of Tracy Lords.
1997, the year that Tracy Lords made a movie called Blade.
Yeah.
So it came out in 1998.
Tracy Lawrence, didn't she do that song? Like
No, not Lawrence. Tracy Lords.
Tracy Lords, a porno star at 15.
Big difference. Yep.
She's an underage
porn?
Well, if you have a Tracy Lords video cassette, it's like worth $5,000.
Yeah,
but
Frank,
if you have it, you're also going
you have
to
like
prison.
a big old bucket of porn or something like that, like a big old closet full of old porno tapes or something? If there's anything with Tracy Lords in there, it's worth a fortune.
Like a lot, yeah.
Because she lied about her age, and it was like a big scandal. Yeah.
Well, not. Why would I want to look through that?
How big is your dad's porno stash, Frank? Talk to us now.
He's been dead 11 years, dick.
Now you can talk about it. Now we want to hear about it. Your dad's porno collection, go.
I left it underneath my house when I moved.
You just lost $5,000.
I'm glad.
$5,000 in porn.
Alexa, look up my underage porn.
Yes, Frank. Looking up your porno collection. There are plenty of underage videos.
Good timing.
Good job.
Timing.
Good job. Tracy Lords.
Either that's Siri saying what you texted, or you actually got Alexa and you programmed her to say that to.
Okay. You know what? We have to admit the truth here. Frank's father was John Wayne Gacy.
Jesus.
My father did kill a lot of people.
a lot of 15-year-old boys.
1981, the year of our Tracy Lords.
There you go.
Very nice.
Wrapping a bow on this little segment.
Yeah,
here.
put a bow on it.
Okay.
So, Escape from New
Sadly,
York.
Tracy Lords has nothing to do with Escape from New York, but we can still talk about her.
What the fuck is this? Is like last week with The Thing. This movie's been talked to death. Everyone fucking loves it. What are we gonna say? I have nothing to add that I haven't heard 1,000 times before.
Let's just talk about funny shit that happens in the movie. That's fun to talk about. Like the fact that on the poster, the snake tattoo is on his arm, when in the movie it's coming out of his pants, which is fucking hilarious to me.
I want to see the bottom of that tattoo.
I bet you do.
Does it come out of his ass and wrap around?
Is the tail like the tip of his pee-pee hole? Like you fucking wiggle it like a rat?
Right next to his daisy.
He's got a rattler on it, even though it's a cobra.
You know what? Yeah, you got to admit, a sick part of you just wants to know. Like, it wants to wrap that mystery and put it to bed and forget about it.
I don't want to say sick. I'd say substantial.
Yeah. It needs, somebody's going to make that happen at some
You
point.
say sick, I say perfectly healthy.
Fun facts. This is actually Kurt Russell's favorite role of all time. He loves this character to death. Mostly because Kurt Russell created this character. Like, he had a lot of creative freedom with the costume, the way he talks, the eye patch, all Kurt Russell's idea. Everything. So, very cool. Listen to those two guys on the commentary talk about this movie. It is from a place of love. They had a lot of fun making this one. Not a lot of problems.
Sexy motherfucker.
Yeah. Kurt Russell is a sexy motherfucker. I agree.
Yeah.
Stand-up guy.
I also read that he saved his suit from this, his clothing, and he could fit into it 17 years later when they made a sequel.
Yeah.
John Carpenter's only sequel. Hey guys, guess what we're doing next week? Guess what Dick chose for next week? I love Escape from New York or from LA.
I've become more I see Escape from LA, the more I like it.
I have it on DVD or Blu-ray.
It's a lot of
something,
fun.
so.
It's a lot of fun.
I like to do now because it's just for me a lot of it's just a really like bad blue screen shit.
What?
Yeah.
Well, but it's really ahead of
Steve
its time.
Buscemi saves it though. I remember the fact that Bruce Campbell makes a cameo, and that's always cool when you get
the same movie, the same beats. You just have to replace the wrestling ring.
I also
and he really did it too.
I love the concept of Cliff Robertson as an evil president that decides he's going to make a life.
It's fun. It's a great fun movie. And
Frank.
What?
Oh, why are you scaring the shit out of me?
You were asleep.
No, I wasn't.
The
You
fuck?
so were.
I'm reading my fucking.
Frank, you're the
Hold on.
Duke.
That was your.
I'm looking
that was
down
your
at my iPad. If
You
I was
just held
asleep,
the pad and it had the background screen on it.
I'm totally not asleep. I was just resting my eyes.
it's the same picture. What?
You can sleep.
I'm trying to help the kids.
I got
My dog ate my homework.
I obviously got plenty.
Well, that's exactly why you can't really argue this that much. You fell asleep for an hour last night, and we watched you sleep for an hour.
And I
could
didn't
not
wake up until 8 o'clock in the morning.
Damn, dude. Okay. Escape from New York. Adam, you mentioned talking about the funny stuff in it.
Yeah. Like, okay, for example, Adrian Barbeau. Let's just go around the panel. Hit it, quit it, or forget it.
I don't know the difference in any of those. I know hit it. I can understand that.
Do you think she's hot? Do you
I
find
think
her
she looks like a
attractive?
man. She looks like a man to me.
Well, that's the thing. You don't fuck the face.
Yes, you do.
They clearly
Or
are
you
like,
could.
let's mash these fuckers together. Like,
No, those are real. Actually,
No, she's got nice rounded boobs.
If you've seen the movie Swamp Thing, you know those are 100% real.
Did I say they were fake?
Okay.
You just said they're too squeezed.
They mash them together, and they're center frame every time she's on.
Yeah.
John Carpenter was proud of those boobs. This is back when they were still married.
He paid.
That's right. Yeah, they were an item. Yeah.
He paid for them. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna show off them titties.
I paid for them. You show them off now, you fucking whore.
Okay, you remember when you played a lesbian in that TV movie I made?
All right.
Yeah.
Is Cabby? Is Cabby?
Shut up. On the Twilight Zone show. No, this is related to what we're talking about. On the Twilight Zone show, I translate any money into phone calls from Ohio to St. Louis. John Carpenter does it in packs of cigarettes. So he's like, I paid for that tit job. That was like 80,000 cartons. I'm showing those things.
Holy shit, that's a lot of cigarettes.
Okay, Adam, sorry, go ahead.
It wasn't that important. It's okay. You had said earlier, what do we talk about? I was throwing ideas out there before I forgot them. That's all.
What else you got?
I was gonna say, do you
You
guys
hurt
think
his feelings, Phoenix?
I don't believe in feelings. Continue.
I know.
This is awkward. I love it. I love it. What was that podcast we did that was so fucking awful? We had nothing to say, and there's so much awkward silence in it.
that's what I'm trying to avoid?
It was one of those anthology series where we're like, I had to do an apology video and apology podcast and follow up with a Tales from the Crypt episode. It was so bad.
Oh, was it an animated Tales from the Crypt episode?
That's what I followed up with. But what was the one that the reason I had to follow it up? I'm curious now.
It had nothing to do with me and Scott, did it?
No.
Okay.
I don't think you were there. I think it was the three of us. Was that Blu-ray or DVD?
This is Blu-ray.
They
have not released this on 4K in America yet. They have it only European version. Like,
telling you got to buy those foreign players.
Region free. Yeah, I need to get a region free player. I agree.
Oh yeah.
I don't understand the region thing. I don't understand the whole Netflix region. Like, you can watch things you can't in the UK that you can here, and vice versa.
It was the O. Henry Playhouse. That's what it was.
Oh,
the gay sex guys.
Thank you for the answer I wasn't looking for.
I
What?
brought it.
Okay.
Anyway, Dick, phone.
Popcorn.
No, somebody's asking me how did you listen to podcasts on a text message. I was like, that's where it is.
What fucking year is this?
I know.
Listen to a podcast on a text message.
Sounds like you're in AOL chat room. Are you typing in ASL ?
Yeah, I'm actually my timeline. I'm in 2004.
What, you got a Nokia and you playing Snake?
Yep, I'm in a different world than you guys. Escape from LA just came out on DVD. I'm excited.
Your phone has nothing to do with that.
Not even the special edition. It's just the bare bones version.
Adam, on the commentary, is it just the two guys? Is it just Kurt Russell and?
Yeah, it's Kurt Russell and Carpenter. And those guys have a long history, and whenever those two show up on a commentary, it's always the funniest shit. They know everybody. They've both, especially Kurt Russell, who grew up in the fucking Hollywood system, so he fucking knows everybody, and he's not a dick. I mean, he's a real humble guy, and that's I like listening to him. He's got a great sense of humor too. But I want to speculate because they don't really ever address this. But is Cabby a homosexual?
He does seem to be very obsessed with him.
He seems a little on the. He's either a little on the spectrum or a little unsure of himself. Because it's like when you see people, and I don't know about you guys, but when I watch this movie, I try to think, what did these people do to get into this shithole? Like trying to guess it, like what it would be. The only thing I can think that Cabby did something really horribly perverted to get into this fucking situation, or he was just too lazy to leave when they fucking changed it.
He said he's been driving that cab for 30 years, so I think
he just stayed. Yeah,
they're
going to turn this into a prison, but it's a job, I know.
I
would believe that.
It's not the Bronx, but he refused to leave the Bronx.
Yeah, I think I like that idea.
The reason I'm asking is because when we first see Cabby, he's watching a musical, which is pretty much looks like all male. What do you call
all male review.
Burlesque? All male review, and they're not singing very well. They're not dancing very well. They're all wearing garter belts, and I'm like, that looks like something that
he's like a Jack Warden in Dirty Work. He's watching
right.
Put out your hands, stick out your tush,
It's like the Big Lebowski where they go see that interpretive dance thing that his landlord is doing.
When he's watching
I think Cabby is doing it because he knows one of the guys, and it's just he's being a friend. He's just being friendly Cabby.
Whenever you're done with those.
What have you? We're gonna go get some burgers and some beers. Our troubles are over.
I said near the In-N-Out.
I said anyway, no, the In-N-Out's on camera.
Watching the workout videos.
Look, it's not gay if you're in prison, all right?
Yeah. Well, that's the point. But in this particular prison, there are males and females.
It's true, and they all get killed brutally, especially that one hottie who gets eaten alive by the mole people. That one part where Snake's sitting down, the hot models in there, and
Kurt Russell's wife in real life.
Yeah, at the time that was Kurt Russell's actual wife.
Yeah, she's way hotter than Goldie Hawn.
Hey, Snake, take me with you. Don't leave me here.
I
was reading. She just gave birth right before this to his first child, Boston Russell.
Yeah, sorry, you're not Goldie Hawn. I'm out of here. Laters.
But she's way hotter than Goldie Hawn. Goldie Hawn's gross.
She's gross. She looks like Meg Ryan.
She's gross. Yeah, I think he's into that weird fetish stuff with blonde girls. He's just a weirdo.
Meg Ryan is a 10.
Was maybe in 1988.
Have you seen her lately, Phoenix? Please pull up a picture of Meg Ryan currently.
I'm talking about Top Gun Meg Ryan.
That wasn't Meg. Oh, yeah, that's right. Meg Ryan was not pretty in Top Gun. Ew.
She wasn't in Top Gun. That was Kelly McGillis.
No, she's in Top Gun.
Oh, is she?
She was Goose's girl.
Oh, okay.
That's why you forget.
Take me to bed or leave me forever, Adam.
Yeah. She's ugly in Top Gun. I never liked her. I don't like blondes that much. I'm not a blonde guy.
My wife's blonde.
My pubes are blonde, but I'm not a blonde girl.
All right. Here's Meg Ryan now. Oh, sorry.
Jesus Christ.
That was Shatner. She looks
just like Hitler.
looks like Michael Myers.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Sorry.
I would definitely.
Wow.
Dude, I played drunk and hide the pickle with that all night.
She looks like a fucking AIDS victim. Ew.
She looks like Howard Stern, dude.
Like her boobies are sunken into her chest.
I mean, if that's your kink, go by all means.
With that mouth, she can suck on a chili dog.
Damn, man. She's got more plastic than Legoland.
Her nose is
like Howard.
Oh, look at that. She has a growth coming out of her shoulder. Looks like Billy Crystal.
I mean, look at her.
No, that's Billy Crystal.
Oh, ooh.
Looks like Lily Tomlin here.
Yeah, except way smaller boobs.
And
arguing
probably a
with a
lot
Russell.
less annoying.
Lily Tomlin's got giant boobs.
But she's annoying as
Is
shit.
that Kurt Russell or Russell Crowe?
No,
That's
you
Russell
know what?
Crowe.
Kurt Russell looks amazing. I
know-
fuck Kurt Russell.
Can
right?
those two
Wait,
guys
go back
fuck
to
and-
that.
Can those two guys fuck and make Kurt Russell Crowe?
Go back
No.
to that picture.
Would you like to see what Kurt Russell looks like today? Because I actually took a picture of it like yesterday.
What did that say? What is that? What is the story of Russell Crowe? What is that? What is it?
Rocky
The Rocky
Love
Love of Russell Crowe. Okay, so is that Meg Ryan or is that's him now? Isn't it?
Not Meg Ryan. No.
Yeah. So who's that with him? Is that his
I
daughter?
don't fucking care. Anyway,
I love
It's
the
her
gossip.
Uncle
I'm a gossipy
Joe.
bitch.
I know
Dick,
you are.
Dick, it's her Uncle Joe, twice removed from the second marriage of her father's uncle.
Is it
father's
Donald Pleasant's niece?
making this all up? It's just a guy stalking her.
Who
Okay,
is the
this
president?
Is what I think of when I think of Meg Ryan here. This picture on the right. She's fucked her face up so much that it's
She
imploding
looks
in
really
her-
bad. Yeah.
She looks like the Joker.
She's like, I want more Renee Zellweger juice on my face.
Yeah.
Renee Zellweger.
I just have one question. Where is Harvey Dent?
She
Anyway,
probably spent an afternoon with Joan Rivers, and Joan Rivers gave her all kinds of really bad
Oh.
advice. And, yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my god, I was sucking this cock, and this guy came, and he didn't tell me beforehand, and I hate that.
Frank,
'cause
I'm sick of your stories from childhood. Can we please move on with the show?
It wasn't my childhood. It was like
Donate
3
to the
years
Meg
ago.
Ryan Burn Ward today. Donate to the Meg Ryan Burn Ward today.
Donate.
The Meg Ryan Burn Ward.
Save her. Someone must save her.
That's good. That's a good one.
So let's talk about Donald Pleasant's terrible accent. His terrible American accent.
I wouldn't go that far. It's serviceable. It's not
Hey,
bad.
Duke! Yeah, hey, number one!
Yeah, it's all right. I don't know.
You got to
It's a
realize,
dude.
Frank, they don't look at the screen. They
Yeah,
just
I'm just trying to be
I'm too busy looking at myself.
just try. I'm attempting Phoenix. What do you
I'm
want?
too busy looking at Adam's Escape from New York poster in the background with the
His hat is
with the
amazing.
crown with the crown of thorns of the Liberty.
It is perfectly framed.
It's pretty funny. How awesome is that poster? I wish that would have been in the movie. That poster, like they're running down the road, the street of New York, and the Statue of Liberty's heads in the middle of the street.
I was thinking that too. If that scene was actually in the movie, but we didn't actually get that scene until Cloverfield, fucking J.J. Abrams' bad Godzilla knockoff movie.
So-
They actually, at least they did that.
So we got nothing between Planet of the Apes and Cloverfield.
This is what
Oh.
Kurt Russell looks like today.
That is nonsense. Okay.
I can't. It looks like it's a lesbian.
Frank, you have a computer in front of you. You could have looked them up and then shared your screen.
Because I took a picture of him from.
That looks like a lesbian on an HD network.
It was
It's
like Men's Journal because I don't
He's
work.
wearing flannel.
I read magazines at work.
They still make magazines?
Yeah,
Yeah.
where are they? Shit.
They're
Magazines made out of paper?
Are they regional?
Men's Journal.
Oh, here you go.
I thought they were out of business.
It's in the porn section. Anyway, here's this Kurt Russell 2020.
Hey, that's right. He's fucking living life. He don't give
great.
a fuck.
I'm just saying he looks.
No,
great.
look up
Well-
Jack Nicholson now. Jack Nicholson on a yacht eating hot dogs, not giving
Yeah,
a
he looks
fuck.
like Marlon Brando now, which is ironic.
Oh, it's hilarious. Jack Nicholson just don't give a fuck.
Ooh.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's not a celebrity. What the fuck are we doing here?
Kurt Russell.
Escape from New York.
Let's talk about who's dating who.
Escape from New York.
Yes.
Donald Pleasant's accent, Adam, is so hilarious in his first couple lines of dialogue. He tries to abandon it after that a little bit. His first line is like,
we take the doors off the hinges, did you try to unlock the boats?
"Yeah, well, it's mine, Pumaman." Yeah, he did.
God be with you and all. Yeah, it's really bad.
I was reading that he wrote this whole thing to John Carpenter like how the U.S. abandoned not having a foreigner as president, and John Carpenter's like, nah, we just won't mention it. I love it.
That's what I like about Carpenter's cavalier approach to shit. It's
We're not
fucking
doing that.
wonderful.
Fuck
Yeah.
I love a guy that just goes, I just don't give a fuck.
I have to admit that even though this doesn't have a scene with the Statue of Liberty head rolling down the whatever avenue that is, it does a whole lot with a lot of nothing. And I applaud movies that can pull that off. It feels like a bigger movie than it is. This is very low budget.
Yeah,
and,
I love the look. I'm a guy who loves models, so when they have that little helicopter going by in front of the mat,
it's adorable.
It's adorable, and I love it. And I also love like Kill Bill when she's going to Tokyo and they have that plane going by in the sun. I love that look.
Legit facts I didn't know. The opening narration is not Jamie Lee Curtis. It's actually Gail Ann Hurd.
You didn't know that?
Did not know that. I thought that was Jamie Lee Curtis's voice because it sounds like it. It does. It sounds a lot like Jamie Lee Curtis doing the opening narration. Also, when they're showing like the computer animations in the Gulf Flyer and everything, it looks like they're looking at like a kind of a 2D version of the. That's actually not computer. They drew neon dots on a fucking board and then filmed it, and that's cool. Like they replicated computer imaging with just old-fashioned special effects. That's pretty cool shit.
That's how I would have done it. Because
even though this was the 80s where they could have easily done something like that, it was just easier for them to just make it and film.
It's too expensive. Yeah.
Well, they could have done it. Yeah. I don't think easily would have.
I mean, it's DOS, but well, whatever.
I like it because it separates itself. Because when you look at the computer graphics in Tron, you're like,
am I the only one that just finds Tron to be one of the most amazingly boring fucking movies ever made?
Yes.
It's
no,
boring.
I am right there. I am right next to you, literally, and figuratively.
The sequel's fun. Yeah, the sequel kept me awake. The original puts me to sleep every time. I just fucking pass out. It drags so bad.
It looks cool. I love the look of it, but that is literally all it has.
It's all it has going for it. This actually has a fun story.
I feel the exact same way about Harrison Ford piece of shit. Ridley Scott, blah, blah, blah. I can't think of the name of it.
I like the tongue-in-cheek humor of this is so subtle. You know what I mean? Like they don't like try to make haha funny jokes. It's just like it's the way the dialogue's delivered. Like the whole
Blade Runner.
I heard you're dead.
Yeah,
like that thing comes up in every single person. He's like, I heard you were dead.
I wanted to bring that up too because there's a lot of setups and payoffs in this movie with the dialogue and the characters. Because I love the Lee Van Cleef, Kurt Russell interactions. Where like Lee Van Cleef is just looking at him like going, you ain't so tough, kid. I don't think you're that tough. And Kurt Russell's like, I don't give a fuck, old man.
Was this Lee Van Cleef before or after Master Ninja 1 and 2?
I think it's just before, but like right before. Like probably 2 weeks before.
But it was definitely after Twilight Zone.
Yeah. But the best part of the Lee Van Cleef bit is when he goes, well, next time I see you, I'm going to kill you. And then he gets back and he goes, are you still going to kill me, Pliskin or Snake? And he goes, I'm too tired.
I like he says you won the Medal of Honor and you robbed the United States Depository. I'm ready to kick your ass out of the world. I just fucking love the way those lines just
kick your ass out of the world.
I'm ready to kick your ass out of the world.
My favorite part of the movie is everything before he gets to New York.
Yeah.
Everything on the way there is.
There's a lot of character setup.
I want to see that.
He hardly talks. Yeah.
I want to see the world this movie is built off of. I want to see the rest of the world
because it's going to be totalitarian as fuck.
Oh, I want to see Snake Plissken in the underground and where he goes and the people he talks to and hangs out with, and then it's just
watch 1984.
I want to see that.
It could be an interesting prequel there as to how he got to where he is. Maybe I don't know.
But I would love to see a third Snake Plissken movie with Kurt Russell as an older man. Something about that. I like the idea of actors returning to a role, but as an older statesman.
As long as they don't pull that same old shit where it's like making way for the new guard type crap.
Well, no. That's what I'm saying. It would be an end to the story of Snake Plissken.
Yeah, because
it would be his last hurrah.
Star Wars pulled it off perfectly.
Well, Star Wars didn't do it right at all.
Well, they talked about doing that. That's what Ghost of Mars is supposed to be. Was Snake Plissken?
With
on
Snake
Mars.
Plissken, right, yeah.
I'm so fucking glad they didn't do that.
No, because that would have been a
I mean-
disaster.
Yeah, escape from Mars, and then you're dead in space.
Because if Indiana Jones is still fucking happening, why can't Kurt Russell do one more Snake Plissken movie?
Can we just all agree that John Carpenter needs to stay the fuck away from space forever? Like, never go back to... Don't do anything in space.
Adam,
Dark Star 2, Dark Star 2, please.
No!
Adam, going off what you were saying earlier about the running joke of I thought you were dead. I almost said I thought you'd be taller. That's a different movie. When they say
That's the second one.
I thought you were dead. That thing. It reminded me of the Prince of Darkness thing with the who's Susan or whatever the fuck her name was.
Yeah, there's a similar thing where they just kind of keep having this reoccurring
generic
red herring. Yeah, it's just that she came in yesterday. Like, oh yeah, who's Susan?
Yeah.
Literally, the first victim is just fucking cannon fodder.
He does that same joke in Mouth of Madness when the editor girl disappears.
Yeah,
you say Susie. Who's Susie?
Yeah.
Who was Susie? She went with you. She was my assistant. Went with you. I don't remember that.
I mean, I just want to say that how like actors will change their voice for the character that they're playing. You know what I mean? Even though we all know what the real voice is, this was great. It's not, Kurt Russell and changing his voice for Snake Plissken. It was great. I mean, one of the best.
I was just going to say, he's doing the man with no name. He's totally channeling that.
Absolutely.
And what's funny about that is Kurt Russell has pulled off two classic westerns. He's done a good John Wayne. He did a great John Wayne in Big Trouble in Little China. And he did a good Clint Eastwood in Escape from New York and Escape from L.A. So.
And he did a very good Wyatt Earp in Tombstone.
It is such a good character that you can throw him in the middle of a shitty movie like Escape from New York or Escape from L.A. and it still works because that character is so badass. So much fun.
But Escape from LA is a great movie.
It's a fun movie. If you remove that character, though, you wouldn't watch that?
It would basically be that awful movie with Guy Pearce that got sued because it was Escape from New York in space. Lockdown.
Escape from New York.
Lockdown is a prime example of you take Snake Plissken out of the movie. Yes. It's shit, and it's
on our
shit.
list. It's on our list. So if you want to do that third, I mean, it's my pick that week, so maybe I should.
Lockdown's bad.
I chose Village of the Damned for 2 weeks.
Oh, I want to kind of.
Cool.
I'm curious to see that. I don't think I've seen that. Actually, I don't think I ever watched that one.
I haven't seen it since I was in the Navy. And, so it was like 95, 97. Yeah, 95.
I figured one of you guys would choose Body Bags. I'll just skip it.
I have a question. Has Kurt Russell ever done a Frankenheimer movie?
No.
Well,
wait,
double check
that. Jeff Bridges did. He was in I
don't care.
The name of that. You care. You asked. So he was in. I can't think of the name of it.
I did not ask what Jeff Bridges was in.
Who's in 52 Pickup? That's a Frankenheimer movie, and that's Rod or Roy Scheider.
Oh, you're not getting me with that joke, Dick. None.
So, what's you guys' favorite ancillary character, like secondary character? Is it Adrian Barbeau, Harry Dean Stanton, or Isaac Hayes?
I want to go with Isaac Hayes' second in command.
The crazy guy with the fucking...
Oh, yeah, David Bowie Jr., yeah.
We'll call him David Bowie Jr. David Bowie Jr., or he reminds me of one of those Dragon Ball Z characters, too. Like, he's got that fucking...
I like this character.
You come in, he dies. You bring in tanks, he dies.
You're not in the air in 30 seconds, he dies.
And then he pulls out his finger. He has his finger.
Second.
That's great.
Does anybody else think that the whole bomb in Snake's arm was really real?
No,
I think they were fucking with him.
They were fucking with him.
I think so too.
Yeah.
They never actually.
Why did the guy goes at the end? Boo, you felt like he was making the noise with his mouth.
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah, I was thinking that too. It's like, did he just make a noise with his mouth?
Well, I like in the next movie where he does the hologram.
Yes,
where they think they're going to get him, and it's a hologram.
Yeah,
again, a great setup and payoff.
That's something that Ryan Johnson ripped that shit off for his Star Wars movie.
Subversion of expectations, please.
Ooh.
But everybody in this movie is fucking dead.
Yeah.
So Kurt Russell's
dead.
Adrian Barbeau's still alive, but Kurt Russell and Adrian Barbeau are like the only two that are still alive. Literally everyone else I could think
Isaac
of.
Hayes dead. Harry Dean Stanton dead. What's his name? Cabby.
Is dead. Ernest Borgnine's dead.
Ernest Borgnine lived to be 100,000 years old. That guy always looked old too. He never looked young.
That is a really.
He's like he's the Wilford Brimley of this movie. Yeah.
He lived in 95. Harry Dean Stanton was 91.
Yep.
Did he die of diabetes?
65. Donald Pleasance was probably 60 something. 75. Holy shit.
Well, their generation did a lot of drugs.
Tom Atkins is still alive. I stand corrected. Halloween 3's Tom Atkins.
He's in this too. He's in this too for a minute. Yeah, he's in it for a minute. Or am I thinking Hal Holbrook?
Tom Atkins. He works.
I was gonna say it's usually either Hal Holbrook or Tom Atkins or both. Just reoccurring actors that I like seeing showing up in these movies.
I'm Lee Van Cleef.
Lee Van Cleef is a smooth motherfucker, and you feel like
he is.
Talk you into anything.
He's a guy that got a late start in life, but he was definitely the highlight of For a Few Dollars More. He was awesome.
Yeah.
Really
Phoenix,
cool.
do you
Colonel
think,
Mortimer. Yeah.
Phoenix, do you think Lee Van Cleef could talk you into a blowjob?
You wouldn't have to ask.
From who? Him?
No. Yes.
Oh, me talk. I'm sucking him off, or he's sucking me off. What's the exchange?
The Basketball Diaries.
So he asked me to suck him off. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I pay him to blow him.
Yes.
If he had a mustache, yes. If he didn't, no.
Yes, there you go. It's a plus.
That's my
and
answer.
you have to have
That is the greatest answer.
It's been a long time since he hasn't had a mustache.
Hey,
You have to
I
have-
have dignity and rules. Okay.
You have to have Ennio Morricone music in the background. Unless you can't do it.
I still haven't seen all of Lee Van Cleef's spaghetti westerns that don't have Clint Eastwood in them. I know he did like a whole bunch of them.
Oh,
after
he's got a lot.
Good,
Yeah.
Bad,
Wow,
Ugly.
wow.
Well, I think
Game.
that was like his career renaissance was Good and Bad and Ugly. He just stayed in Italy for 10 years and made a bunch of movies.
He's a fantastic fucking villain.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to say much because he's just creepy as shit.
You know what I'd be interested in finding out is because Levi Cleef worked a lot with Clint Eastwood. I want to know what he thought about Kurt Russell's performance. I haven't heard a word about that.
Yeah, I don't
Clint-
recall.
Clint Eastwood thinks everybody sucks but himself. All right.
Yeah.
Well, the guy's a fucking poon hound.
Yes.
All he cares about. That is all Clint Eastwood has ever cared about.
Clint Eastwood has fucked so many women that the Warner Brothers catalog, when they talked about his life and his children, they don't list his illegitimate children. Like they do not have. He has like 18 illegitimate children.
That was Marlon Brando, but
Well, yeah, but I mean, Clint Eastwood just fucks anything.
So Clint Eastwood's illegitimate children and Eddie Murphy's illegitimate children could repopulate the United States of America.
They are our next
Marlon
best
Brando.
hope for the population boom.
They're
What was
the
that?
future.
Was a movie called a Perfect Life or something where perfect? That's it.
Perfect World, yeah, with Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
I'm
Kevin
a Clint
Costner.
Eastwood historian. As
Kevin
far as
Costner.
by
That's
the way.
it. Yeah. For some reason, I thought Kurt Russell was Kevin Costner in that movie.
I don't often bring up Clint Eastwood. He's my other obsession with Frankenheimer. I have a giant Clint Eastwood mural out here.
Oh, I love Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I love.
I have
Clint
a lot of
Eastwood
his movies
I
on
don't-
Blu-ray.
I
Yeah.
don't agree with anything the man says
No.
outside of the
He's
movie.
a dick. Yeah.
He's a terrible person, but
He
I
is.
love his movies. So he's
Yeah.
a really good director.
Clint Eastwood, like outside of his
Yeah, fuck
movie
that,
roles,
fuck
is a piece of
He
shit.
owes
No,
so
Jared-
much to Ennio Morricone, and he can't even show up to do the fucking DVD extras.
Did
Fuck
you
him.
hear that story that it's on some interview where the writer for Mystic River, what's his name? He's written everything. He wrote
Dennis.
Really Confidential.
That was a great movie.
And
He's
it-
written. He wrote Man on Fire. He's written
Another
a bunch of
great movie.
stuff.
I actually had Man on Fire
Why
way
can't I?
too.
He's directed some dogs, but
Dennis Lehane.
no, that's the novelist. He's the screenwriter.
That's what you said. Oh, I thought you said the novelist. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, the screenwriter.
I don't know.
Well, he writes everything, but I guess he wasn't going to do Mystic River because he was busy. I mean, this guy writes all the time, and he told the story. He goes, my agent called me and said they want you to write Mystic River for Clint Eastwood. Yeah. And he says, yeah, I don't know if I want to do it. I just don't have the time to tell Clint I'm sorry, because he had worked with Clint before. And I guess he said no. And then he said, flash forward a week or 4 days later, Clint Eastwood is in his kitchen and he's eating a cookie.
Talking to his kitchen chair.
He said he's
broke
eating
into
a
his
cookie.
house.
He said, I don't know how he got there.
William Shatner snuck in the window.
And
it just shows up.
And then he said something like, Clint Eastwood, he
And
goes,
then raped him.
so you're going to write the movie, right? And he said, absolutely. So he goes, it was amazing. He goes, he like that, he changed his mind because Clint was right there.
When I say Lee Van Cleef could talk me into anything, I mean that. But Clint Eastwood told me to do something, I go fuck yourself, Clint, because I feel like he would respect me more. Lee Van Cleef wouldn't.
Yeah, and then Clint would blow you.
Yes, I could talk. And Clint would be like, I like you.
Brian Hegelin, that's his name. Brian Hegelin.
Clint just walks in. He's like, I don't listen to rock and roll.
I knew
to
that.
Jazz.
Well, he directed that movie too. He directed LA Confidential. Or did Chris?
No, Chris Hansen did.
Yeah,
he co-wrote it with him.
Yeah. Brian Helgeland.
Yeah.
He's on podcast. Helgeland.
Yeah,
he's a cool dude. I love him.
No, Brian Hegelin's cool. Yeah, he does a lot of interviews. He's funny. He's funny. Yeah, he's been around.
What
but that guy's written. I mean, he's written everything. So he's a good guy to listen to. So is John August. Honestly, he does a podcast, and he's got John August is a sweet guy, and we saw him at our. He talked at our graduation.
Oh, that's who that was.
That was John August. Yeah, he was
Do
a
you have the
sweetheart.
names of these podcasts?
I don't know.
Oh, Brian Helgeland is on Adam Carolla a lot, which I used to listen to. Now I don't.
Oh, is he really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't listen to Adam Carolla anymore.
Yeah, me either. But he used to be on there, and I listened to. I liked his episodes, except when Adam started turning slightly. I don't know.
Well, it's just he's older and he's more conservative.
Yeah,
he's just older. That's what happens when you get older. You get curmudgeon-y.
It's beyond that. It's like my dad. We're like, oh, that's how you feel about those people. Okay, no thanks.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
You're a racist, are you, Adam?
I don't know.
Anyway, yeah, Brian Helgeland is interesting to listen to. He's a funny guy. But let's talk about this movie a little bit more because we barely have touched on it.
Well, again, it's like what you said. What do you say about a movie that's perfect? You know?
Okay,
is there anything about it you don't like?
It's just it suffers from Nolanitis. There's not really any good action set pieces. There's not really a lot of action. It's just more or less it's more of an atmospheric character movie than like an action movie.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
Was Jersey a prison too? And then they used
just New York Island. Just the island. Yeah.
Shows in the beginning that they outline the wall going around.
It looks like a boot. It's like the boot shape of
New
New York.
So where did they take off from to get
Manhattan.
in?
Manhattan Island.
Right, but I mean, like, where did they take off from to get into Manhattan Island?
I want to say it was Jersey. I want to say it was Jersey.
I figured
but it probably wasn't. I think it was across from Ellis Island.
They had the bridge to Ellis Island there. That was there. That's how they leave at the end.
Okay. Ellis Island, that's where half my family came from.
That's where all of our families came from.
No, not the other half.
I was born here, raised pride and true in America.
Okay, Escape from New York. This is going to be like that Roddy Piper movie all over again, where we talk
Escape from Gangs of New York.
Yeah.
I love Gangs from New York.
That's one of those flawed masterpieces. It's almost a perfect movie, but it's not because three things ruin it.
And what are those three things?
The movie's one of them.
DiCaprio, Cameron Diaz, they ruin it.
What?
Yeah, thank you.
What?
There you go.
So here at the end, in the bottom left, in the blue font, that's where they leave.
The Statue of Liberty Island Security Control.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's where they go, because that's where they're climbing up the wall.
Yeah, the Statue of Liberty Island is really not that big.
No, that's
nothing.
not
Yeah,
supposed to be. They're there as like a last resort. It's the only bridge that didn't blow up like Bane.
Go back and show some Adrian Barbeau cleavage.
Barboob.
Adrian
Barboobies.
But go back, because I love the disparity between or go back one more. This is like the military. This is the government stuff where everything's high tech and lasers, and you get the neon lights. And then they cut back to, I don't know why you're laughing, but then they cut back
lots
to
of Christmas lights. Yeah.
No, because I can make out where
it's 1981. What do you want?
Because right behind his head, that has to be the park.
Well, the movie's supposed to take place in the near future, which is 1994. So,
the prison it became prison in '94, and then Snake Plissken goes to '97, right? Isn't
yeah,
that what it is?
This takes place in '97.
Yeah,
according to this universe.
Yeah.
The whole plot of the movie is Donald Pleasance is the president. He's going to some summit meeting with the Soviet Union and China or something like that, right?
Something about cold fusion.
The stakes are really high for the world, and that's the whole point.
And Snake Plissken at the end just goes "fuck the world" and ruins the tape.
This is the greatest
because
ending
there's so
ever.
many deaths. The ending bothered me because he goes, "So many people died for me to get you. How do you feel?" And he's like,
I'm telling you, man, Carpenter does not like to end movies. He likes to leave it either on a bummer or on a fucking cliff, like a ambiguous ending. He loves to fuck with the audience.
Like I
He
love
does,
that
yeah.
shit. I love it. That's why Prince of Darkness works for me.
Prince of Darkness.
It's just I love endings. I just
Mouth
love
of Madness, The Thing,
Yeah.
Halloween. None of those have good endings.
That's
They're all
usually
fucked
how
up endings.
This is how I end my stuff. Usually, it's always like open ended or awful.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
just
fine
that's
with
I
that.
love that.
But
Yeah.
the fact that he says the line, you're asking a second ago, Adam, what do we not like about it? That would be one thing where I would remove him asking, how do you feel about these people dying? And then he goes, and they already said if he doesn't do this speech and play this tape, there's going to be a war. And he ruins the tape, so therefore he caused way more deaths. So.
Well, no, he's an anarchist. He doesn't care.
No,
but
but
I think
he also
the
walks
point
away
is-
and lets Donald Pleasance. Sorry.
Well, I think that the point is Donald Pleasance is so aloof at the people died for him, but they were nothing. These people that helped him were prisoners. They were nothing to begin with, so he didn't
Like
care.
they're expendable.
They're
Yeah.
expendable from day one, and so is Snake. So he don't give a fuck about anybody.
But
and so he uses that dismissive, his hand like raised. He does that hand thing where he goes, "Oh yes, yes." Oh.
So
Their sacrifices were not in vain.
So-
You know?
I get
so
that.
He's,
but
so
you kill
he's
one
something
person
you
left.
wash yourself in the shower with?
Yes.
Loofah? He's a loofah.
Well, he said he's aloof. I mean,
Are you really proud of having said that now?
Are we gonna hear another story about your heroin buddies?
It's gonna be. I had to scrub with a loofah after my uncle.
Loofah my stretch marks. What's that from? Give you $1 if you know what that's from.
That is from fucking Caddyshack.
There you go. I know Adam would get that.
I don't like Caddyshack.
You don't
No, I
like
don't either.
Caddyshack? What?
It's fucking overrated.
Oh, you
Can
guys
you
fucking
please
dumb
remove
dick.
yourself?
I ain't talking to you guys.
The only time that movie's funny is when Rodney Dangerfield shows up. The rest of the movie, you can throw it in the garbage. Fuck it.
Just because Doug Kinney,
the
you're a
world
big Doug
needs
Kinney
its
fan.
figures too, you know.
It's a movie.
It's a parking lot, Wang.
I watch it and I go, I don't think this is fun. In the
I
sequel,
grew up with it.
it's
I-
fun
Dude,
to watch
come
it.
on, Bill Murray.
I grew up
No,
with it.
Bill
so-
Murray's awful. in
Bill
that.
Murray and Chevy Chase.
No, you guys
Chevy
are not.
Chase is the fucking worst. First of all,
Well, Chevy Chase is awful, but this was in his prime where he was actually kind of funny.
Yeah, but Chevy Chase and Bill Murray when he, shoots the ball into Bill Murray's home.
Oh, yeah, it's a classic.
That
It's
was
a classic.
hysterical, you know.
These guys
he's hitting
don't
it
know what
and-
they're talking about.
Cannibal, cannibal, hit
It's
it.
okay, Frank. Most of the world agrees with us. It's fine.
fuck the world. I'm like,
They're
I don't
wrong.
like
The world don't ask me for
You're gonna
shit.
take. You're
And
gonna take
everything you
a
get, you
VHS
gotta work
copy.
hard.
Phoenix Sloth Pliskin is gonna take a. It's gonna take a copy of Caddyshack and take the tape out of the VHS.
Yep. There you go. Just
Fuck the world. Fuck the world. Fuck Chevy Chase.
the sequel, like Rodney Dangerfield said no, so let's replace him. And also Bill Murray said no. So let's get one of his best friends in the fucking
Well,
movie.
Rodney Dangerfield didn't like doing movies, period, because he was a performer. He didn't like the way movie because he couldn't. His shtick was he wanted laughs. He couldn't.
But I
succeed without
love
laughs.
Back to School.
Back to School is a fucking classic.
Great. It's
If
fucking
you don't like
great.
Back to School, I'm not talking to you.
But here's the thing:
that's
Back
that.
to School is great.
Yes,
It sucks.
but Back to School is written and directed by the same guys.
The triple Lindy
Harold
was
Ramis, yes.
The triple Lindy was the most hysterical thing I've ever seen. In
And
my
Harold
fucking
Ramis
life.
was the one. Harold Ramis was the guy that said for Back to School, because originally it was going to be him being broke. His wife divorces him. He loses everything. But Harold Ramis was the one that says, "No, it's not funny if that's how. It's funnier if you're rich and you go to school. Like that's funny." And he changed the whole
He
script.
can buy his way out of problems.
Yeah, it's great.
well,
That's great.
Hey, what do you charge for big ones?
You're perfect.
It's the same method that It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia used for Frank, for Danny DeVito's character. He's rich. He can get out of any problem, so therefore they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
It opens up the doors, honestly.
Yeah,
By far, that's the finest Sam Kinison cameo in
Yeah.
any movie ever. He's
Yeah,
fantastic
absolutely.
in that. Yeah.
He really
Fuck
seems
yeah.
to care about what I have no idea.
100%, brother. Adam, give me some. Or,
It's
give,
it's
Adam,
too bad
give-
we
give
never
me
saw
some. Give me some.
we never saw the Tales from
Boom.
the Crypt with
Kinison?
Kinison. Yeah,
Not
not
yet.
yet. Oh
But
my
keep
god,
in
that
mind,
you'll hate it. You'll
Rodney
fucking
not?
hate it.
Yeah.
Rodney
How about this
Dangerfield is great in Natural Born Killers.
Fuck
Yes,
yeah, he
yes.
was.
And he
That's
was not
great.
that movie bothered him too because he did not like that.
It wasn't.
Did Escape from New York come out before or after Mad Max? Now, I'm not talking about the Road Warrior. I'm
years
talking about the
later.
first Mad
2 years
Max
later.
movie. Okay.
Mad Max
Yeah,
is 79. This is 80. Oh, sorry, 3. So 82.
Because the
82,
first
yeah.
Mad Max is not post-apocalypse, but after the Road Warrior, which is also known as Mad Max 2 overseas,
Yes.
after that came out, there's this whole slew of apocalypse movies, and most of them were really bad. Most of them are on Mystery Science Theater 3000. But this is one of those ones that kind of fits that bill, where there's that time period where there's just all of these post-apocalypse movies. Most of them were terrible. This one shines.
this was the year
And the
after
other
Mad
one?
Max 2.
I'm sorry, Phoenix. What?
This is the year after Mad Max 2.
Okay.
I was going to say.
No,
and
Escape
the
from New York is
apocalypse-
81, isn't it?
82.
No, Escape from New York is
sorry,
81.
Same year. So, yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
Same
yeah,
year.
and then it's because Road Warrior came out when the Thing came out. Because
So this was riding on the skirts of
Yeah.
Road Warrior 2, which pretty much was a game changer, So,
Yeah.
yeah.
well, so was the Thing. I mean, shit, but the Thing nobody
Let
saw.
Frank talk.
Oh, right.
No,
Yes,
that's okay.
Frank.
No.
Okay, yes, please tell us another
It
story.
even says 81 at the bottom, and he still said 82 for some reason.
No, go ahead.
Anyway, yeah.
No, go.
Hear that?
What?
Nothing. Go.
I forget what I was going to say.
Sodomy? Yeah, I know either.
That was good. Yes, they died not in vain for Frank sodomy.
Sodomy?
Yes. Sodomy.
What? What?
I'm Donald Pleasance. I enjoy sodomy. I was blind in the movie.
Yeah,
when I
mine,
escaped.
Pumaman.
The Great Escape from New York.
like bondage?
I like bondage movies.
I wish I kept my tongue plugged with
bondage.
the Puma Man thing.
Puma, Puma.
I finally got the tripod thing that you need for the sex swing. Finally got it in the other day.
Fantastic.
I'm going to be spinning Missy like.
Thanks for inviting us in your scary House of Horror bedroom.
I'm glad
No,
your
not
Patreon
bedroom, basement, baby.
the Patreon finally paid off.
Rob
Basement.
Zombie would have a great time in your bedroom.
Yo,
I like
and-
your bedroom, man.
And the great thing about my basement is in my music room. It's
Can
got
you not say that sentence ever again? I feel like you're talking to a school child.
This is my music room.
Hey,
little bastard.
Phoenix, to be fair, Rob Zombie would have fun in an abandoned Chuck E. Cheese, okay? I mean,
Oh, God.
to be fair.
Chucky, like
Oh,
Child's Play.
speaking of
You
that,
would think that, too.
Did
Who's
Phoenix,
talking? Who's talking?
Did you watch
Oh,
the
that-
Nick
oh,
Cage?
this. Okay.
The Nick Cage Chuck E. Cheese movie?
No, I didn't. Not yet.
Okay, I don't know. RLM did it, and it looked.
RLM hated it.
Yeah.
They fucking hated
I don't want.
it.
I don't want to watch anything with Nick Cage until I've seen the movie and review it. So I didn't watch RLM's review of it yet.
Don't, yeah.
I refuse.
They
You
slow
saw
the fuck
Mandy,
out of it,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
But I
Mandy.
also not until I didn't watch theirs, and I did mine before theirs or some.
Well, theirs was late because I think Mandy came out like 6 months later. Like it was that release was kind of it was all over the place.
Yeah, because it once it hit Shudder, people started talking about it.
Yeah,
It
because
was
I
one of those
saw
ones
it in
that
the
kind of
theater.
snuck
Yeah.
into art houses somewhere.
Yeah, I
By the
saw it
way,
in the theater. And
can I suggest a good Nick Cage movie? The Croods 2 is actually really funny.
I heard it's funny. Yeah, I heard
was.
they're pretty
I was
solid.
surprised. The first one, I'm
Yeah.
like, she's watched it 1,000 times. The child, and I'm like,
And
fuck.
who directed it?
Second, I have no fucking idea, but the second one was
animator.
pretty funny. I was like, oh, this is catching me off guard, like how funny it is.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty decent. That's why it's
Yeah.
doing pretty. It's doing good.
Peter Dinklage plays a hippie in it.
That's funny. I'll
What
watch
movie
anything
is
with
this?
Dinkle.
Yeah.
What movie?
The Croods 2, a new something, a new world. I don't know what it's called. A new age.
Well,
It's a cartoon, isn't it?
The Croods 2, the surprise of the century.
The Cruise 2?
Croods.
See, Croods.
Never heard of it. Never.
Well,
heard
just wait, Frank, when your baby starts watching movies constantly, because kids will watch the same movie 5,000 times in a row.
I've noticed because the wheels on the bus go round and round. It's yeah.
That's you at this point.
I can't wait to watch stuff, introduce stuff to my nephews. I'm so excited.
Wait till they have a tablet in their hands and they get to choose what they want to watch over and over. And you get to
They'll
hear
watch the homemade
some weird
Facebook shit.
I hate fucking YouTube because there's some weird Filipino family she watches where they're like, "Uncle, what do we do?" And he's like, "Well, children, let's." And they all talk in the exact same tone every line they say. It's the most great.
Are you sure it wasn't that MST3K movie about the Japanese Planet of the Apes ripoff?
I would love Time of the Apes. I would love to
Yeah.
show her that sort
I
of
don't
thing.
hear it.
When Star Trek: The Wrath of Khan came to HBO, I watched that one time 17 times in 1 week. That's how obsessed with that movie I was.
My
Good
dad
movie.
told me he hates the
Fucking
movie.
loved it.
He hates Ghostbusters because I watched it. Just
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can
After
imagine that.
another.
Yeah,
after
yeah.
another.
That was my that was a good, that was one of
My
mine.
whole
yeah, to
family
watch.
loves the Ghostbusters, the original. Yeah.
I think
it.
Batman, because with my brother, when he was like, he would watch Batman repeatedly, 89 Batman. I would watch it too repeatedly with him. And then Last Crusade was another one. And then Ghostbusters was the other
I think Batman was literally the first video cassette I owned.
Weird. That was the
Yeah.
first movie I saw in the theater, Batman.
I didn't get to see it in the theater. I got it for Christmas, like on the VHS copy. It was
Everybody,
like the greatest thing ever.
everybody
I
and their
loved it.
grandmother had that VHS copy.
Yeah.
Even if they never
Yeah.
saw the movie, they somehow wound up with a
And
copy.
Jack Nicholson got $1 of every copy.
I've seen every single Batman movie in the theater except Zack Snyder's. I didn't watch Justice League.
Oh,
I didn't see that yet either.
I hated Batman versus Superman. It took me forever to
So
see
did
that
I,
theater.
dude. So
I
did
hated
I.
that movie.
Fucking miserable.
I was just like, I don't want to see it, and I forced myself to see it. I was just like, why
Do
did
you
I
know
take
that
myself
movie
here?
took me 3 times, Dick, to finish watching it? Because every
Ugh.
time I would turn it on, I would fall asleep, and then I would try to watch it again, and then I would fall asleep, and then finally I'm like, fuck this. I'm going to
Yeah,
fast
yeah,
forward to
it's-
whatever I remember, and then go from there. And then I finally
It's-
finished it. I'm like, it still sucks.
Such a forgettable movie that when I watched Justice League, they're like, we have to bring Superman back from the dead. I go, he died? I had no
Yeah,
fucking
it's-
memory of that.
It,
None.
it was really like just so anticlimactic, and
Let me
my
guess.
problem with that whole movie is it's just so damn dismal and depressing and dark and ugly looking and boring and drug out for. There's nothing. It's like
Well,
I'm
it's
like Jesus
DC,
Christ, Zack
right?
Snyder. Have you ever seen a superhero movie? Do you not understand what charisma is in comic books? I mean, is this just?
Yeah, but that's
I
DC,
liked,
isn't
the-
it? Like, isn't
I like,
DC
yeah, it's DC. I liked
Yeah.
the Watchmen a lot, but I don't like
Which-
him making everything else into the Watchmen over and over and over.
I
again.
noticed people either love or hate Watchmen.
I walked
loved
out.
Watchmen. I thought Watchmen was great. The movie-
I went and saw it in
Yeah.
the theater, and I was just like the last 5 minutes where I just walked out. I was like, yeah, I'm done with it. I'm
I
gone.
fucking love it.
It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I
just-
loved Watchmen. I mean, that blue cock is humongous.
It's
Yeah.
cut and paste the fucking the book. It's cut and paste the whole graphic novel, except
That's
for
fine.
the ending with the giant squid.
Yeah.
Like that's all it is. I'm just like,
Buddy
eh.
sees that.
I mean, it's the same
but-
thing.
But I didn't read the comic until afterward, but I watched it
Same.
and I was like, I love it.
Maybe that's why I liked it.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, I read it before.
Actually,
Actually, I read it when Time Life says it's one of the number 10 books you have to read before you die.
I have it.
Who said this?
Time magazine. It's like the top 100 books. Watchmen's like the number 50 or something like that.
Oh,
Everything Time.
It's on the list. Yeah, it's on the list of the greatest 100 books ever written or whatever.
Everything Time magazine says or whatever, I'm like, fuck you.
Oh, every magazine is shit now, so fuck them all. I don't care.
Guys, okay.
Escape from New York.
I'm not blaming you. I'm a part of this, definitely. Escape from New York.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, but I would say Escape. Okay, so we should we'll do your thing that you came up with. How did you get introduced to Escape from New York?
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Okay, because I like that idea.
Because we were talking about Ghostbusters. That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
I watched this as a child, and I thought it was okay. And same exact story with the Thing, where I was like, boring. No, thank you. And then I watched Escape from L.A., and I was like, this is up my alley. And I watched the death of that because it came on HBO when I was like 12 or 13. I was like, you know how you watch those movies over and over because they're on cable? Mm-hmm. So I watched the shit out of that.
Wrath of Khan, yeah.
Went back and rewatched the original, Escape from New York, and I was like, oh, this is so slow.
There's two movies I used to watch the fuck out of was Wrath of Khan. Well, actually three. Jaws, Wrath of Khan, and Raiders of the Lost Ark. Fucking used to watch that over and over again.
After a while, I went back and rewatched it, like, when you appreciate the slower things more, and I was like,
right.
Yeah, okay, this is my style. Same thing with Halloween. The exact same thing with Halloween.
Yeah.
Where I was like, fuck, this movie is so slow in the beginning. And then I watched it again and go, okay, yeah, I get what he's going for. Because you're used to like the fast-paced action shit, and that's not always the best.
You get spoiled by that shit after a while, and you realize that like we've kind of lost track over the years how to build tension and let things, build up. That's what I appreciated about that episode that we watched, the number 9, is they let that build up. Maybe a little too long, just a teeny little bit too long, but I just appreciate the fact that they did it. Yeah. So,
and this is a very, very slow burn movie. By the time you get to the end, you're like, okay, that's where they're going with this. It is, in my opinion, a little bit too long. It has a little bit too much of him wandering. I said a little bit. Frank, doing your little fingers thing. No,
I was agreeing.
I know. It's a little bit dragged out. There's not enough, like Dick was saying, there's no action sequences at all. He fights a guy in a ring. It's not very exciting. And then
there's a car chase at the end on a bridge that you can't really see what's going on.
With Duke, who has
chandeliers on his
car.
That's funny. That shit was hilarious.
I thought that was hysterical.
He's got one of the only drivable cars in town, and boy, he wants everybody to know this is my motherfucking car. There's nothing sensible about having chandeliers on your fucking car, but the fact that it's Isaac Hayes and he has chandeliers on his car.
Isaac Hayes, and they
makes it awesome.
This movie kind of reminds me, and I think they based that off of this, is the Christopher Nolan's last Batman movie, The Dark Knight Rises, where it's the city shut down, people are doing what they can to survive. It really felt like this here because there's only chandeliers there because there's so many abandoned buildings that they just took some chandeliers from some rich guy's house, put them on his fucking car, so he'd be like, I'm Duke, motherfuckers, we're driving through town.
And that's Carpenter doing his George Miller shit. It's like that's one of the fun things about all those George Miller movies is how do these people adapt what's left over into their lifestyle, and he did that with this. A lot of it, it's
I
fun.
I don't even think it's him doing George Miller because Mad Max, the first one, doesn't have anything to do with it.
They did the post-apocalypse thing was all the Road Warrior. So.
Yes, this is the same year as the Road Warrior, which we talked about. So this is him doing the same thing in a different era and very American. So very similar, and both movies have held up like fucking crazy.
It's funny how there's been so many different like knockoffs of this and the Road Warrior, just like over and over again. It's like you recycle one of those two plots. And you get movies like Steel Cage. You get Steel Cage, or I think it's called Steel Cage or Steel Dawn with
Steel Dawn, Patrick Swayze.
With Patrick Swayze.
Yeah. That's a bad movie. It's a bad one.
Or you get wonderful anomalies like the Ice Pirates, So
and you got Forbidden Zone with Molly Ringwald.
Escape 2000 with Trash Moon.
Cherry 2000. Yeah. Solar Babies.
Raiders of Atlantis. You get that sort of shit.
What was that motorcycle one that was Science Theater 3000 with James Earl Jones?
Lost World, Lost Universe, or something like that.
Yeah.
with the bikers and it's awful.
The robot bike, yeah.
CS. That was Robert McGinty. That was
yeah. The guy from Exterminator, the guy from the Paper Chase that kept saying, "It's the guy from the Paper Chase." Yeah.
Robert Ginty.
Yeah, Robert Ginty.
Yeah. That's my history with it. Not a lot. I've only seen this movie 6-7 times. It's not a movie I like to watch often, but I do enjoy it every time I watch it. And this is the first time I watched it in HD, and I was like, "Holy shit, this looks awesome!"
It's a different movie.
They said that the negatives were thought they thought they lost the negatives for years, and then they finally found them and they could restore it. I'm like, thank you, because it looks fucking great. Like the special effects don't look amazing; they're not supposed to, and I like that they didn't update it. Don't George Lucas this. I like that it looks bad, but it looks bad in a charming way.
We're losing Frank.
This is one of those drive-in movies with a budget.
Your eyes are rolling around your head, and your head is nodding.
He's falling asleep. He's going down. He's going down to suck his own dick.
Hold on, this is Frank a second ago. No, I'm not falling asleep.
I'm fine. I swear to God, I'm fine.
No, I was making sure that my knife was.
Don't you have that in your hand? You're gonna cut open your thigh if you don't watch out.
Everybody knows I need my eyes closed and my head to be slowly moving south to fix my knife.
Push that sharp knife in a drawer because you're gonna stab yourself going to sleep here.
You're gonna cut a vein or an artery and bleed out.
When I was a kid, though, and this came out, I was so obsessed with Pliskin's outfit. His whole getup, his whole persona. I always clung to anti-heroes when I was a kid. Like I just always gravitated towards that.
That's why I like Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, man with no name, bounty hunter types.
I'm still waiting for the hot toy of Snake Plissken.
Josie Wales, yeah.
The hot toy or sideshow collectible Snake Plissken. I don't know if they've made one.
They did one. Yeah, there is
like from
one
a long time ago. And there's probably like $800 because they don't make them. But they got to remake one because they did a Jack Burton one from Big Trouble in China. It's pretty simplistic. It was just him in that T-shirt with the knife and the machine gun. That's about it. But they need to do a Escape from New York or L.A. Snake Plissken hot toy. They need to bring that back.
I feel like there's two groups of people who associate with Snake Plissken or people who do the Han Solo route, which is Han Solo was an anti-hero that just became, I have to do the good thing. I'll do the good thing. All right, I'll deny the reward at the end. No thanks.
Pliskin doesn't give a fuck. Yeah, he's doing this because he literally thinks he's going to die. Yeah.
Well, actually, he did not deny the reward. He took the reward. That's what he's taking on his ship. Because according to the radio drama,
what did he do after he took the reward? Did he come back?
He came back, but he still took the reward, asshole. And Chewbacca's the one that drove the ship back. It wasn't Han Solo.
Yeah, but Han Solo
was
wasn't like, what are you doing here, Chewie? Fuck this. I'm not going to help you.
Chewbacca was like, fuck you.
There he is.
There he is. You don't fuck me like you used to, Chewbacca. Han.
Not like Maul.
Not like Maul. I gotta go back to Kashyyyk and get some pussy.
Itchy
and Poochie.
Scratchy.
I would say
lumpy.
For me, lumpy. For me, Escape from New York is one of those movies I share with my father. It was one of his favorite movies, so he'd always share it with me. And we'd watch it. Every time I saw him, we'd watch it, and we always enjoy it. That's why when Escape from LA came out, we were all excited and went and saw it at the drive-in, and we were just like, the fuck was that? And then slowly, Escape from LA becomes more fun because you realize it's just a fun movie. Don't take it seriously.
The first viewing of that movie is awful. The second viewing, you're having fun. Because you're like, I'm not expecting anything. Let's have fun with this thing.
But yeah, this is a movie that I've grown up with. So I Carpenter has been around my house forever. So again, this is one of those things.
I envy you guys, Frank. Adam, you haven't really talked about this, but Frank and Dick, you guys talk about your dads and how you watch movies with them. My dad was like, he likes Doom, and he likes anything with Jason Statham, like The Transporter. And I go, no fucking thank you, dude.
No, my dad does like those movies too.
Transporter was great.
He likes Jason Statham.
No,
my dad likes
Slot.
He likes three movies. My dad is obsessed with The Terminator, All the Jason Bourne movies and all the James Bond movies. Those are his passions. Anything outside of that.
And we watch MST3K. It's another father-son thing that we all watch.
I wish that was a father-son thing. I am the only one in my family that's into that shit.
My mother does not understand it at all. She does not get it.
Everything I ever watched growing up, I was alone with.
Yeah, see, that sucks. That's
MST, sports.
That's why you're the way you are.
But my mother introduced me to Clint Eastwood. She says, "You never heard of Clint Eastwood?" I'm like, "No."
There you go.
She put on Fistful of Dollars when I was a
Nice.
kid, and I was in love right after that. I was like, "Holy shit, that's great."
My dad did it inadvertently because he turned on John Wayne movies. I'm like, he's so boring.
Yeah.
And then he switched over to Good, Bad, and the Ugly one time. I'm like, yes, let's watch
That.
this. Let's watch that. I was
This
like,
is fun. Yeah.
I think as I get older, I appreciate the John Wayne movies a little bit more, though, because I've seen them now.
Certain ones, yeah.
Certain ones are actually very good. Like The Searchers.
The
is
John Ford
great.
ones. Yeah, the John Ford ones that he made. Yeah.
His Vietnam ones that he made because he was a draft dodger, not so good. But that's the and John Wayne, like True Grit, John Wayne, Liberty Valance, John Wayne, those are good.
The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. That's
Man Who Shot Liberty Valance is great.
That's fantastic. I've seen that movie 1,000 times and never get tired of it. Ever.
It's a movie I watched and I got nothing out of it. I liked it, but I go,
it's a character study. It's great.
What movie is this? I'm sorry.
The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. It's one of those movies. There's
never
certain
forget the end.
It's certain movies where they have a built-in universe and you feel like you know everybody in that universe, like everybody interacts like they've been there forever, and it's one of those. It's kind of like Tombstone, where it's like you know everybody in that movie and it's like this really well fleshed out world. I get that out of
I get nothing out of Tombstone as well.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess
Tombstone's good. Tombstone's good, but it's
Tombstone's like my top 10 movies.
Well, Unforgiven I like more, but I do like Tombstone. I'll get behind Tombstone.
Tombstone's my favorite Western of all time.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah, I'm sorry. But my favorite Western of all time.
Kurt Russell owned that movie.
I would say,
Kurt Russell and Val Kilmer. I'm sorry.
Absolutely, yeah.
When I say Jaws and I go, I'm wrong. I'm wrong that I don't like Jaws. I feel the same way about Tombstone and Man Who Shot Liberty Valance.
Okay, so Phoenix, do you now understand how I feel about The Big Lebowski? Because that's that for me.
Yeah, but you're wrong.
That's what that is.
You're wrong.
I don't get it.
You're wrong. There's something wrong with you.
I've seen it 3 times, and nothing lands with me. Like
I tried 5 times.
What do you do? What do you do for a living? I'm currently unemployed. Yes, thank you.
Lebowski is really
it's a great movie. I love that movie.
What's so great about it?
It's fucking hilarious.
Thing.
It is such a well written. It is the most complex constructed script you'll ever read and ever see in a movie. It's fucking no. Everything is a callback.
Stay in your
set up and pay off the whole thing.
Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz are way more callbacks.
Well, no. I mean, that's where they get it from. Is Big Lebowski? Because Big Lebowski is the first prototype for something like that. Because everything is is set up to come again. I'm not going
to argue our opinions for these assholes on the bottom.
Exactly. Yeah.
That
poor woman.
Actually, it does nothing for me. I'm sorry. It just doesn't do anything for me. I don't understand.
The funniest part about Big Lebowski is when they went and did the ashes and it flew.
Oh yeah, it's hilarious.
So you're like Three Stooges style over here for Frank. That's all he got out of it.
I like the goofy part where the ashes hit him in the eye and he couldn't say.
Well, Jeff Bridges finally, went, to another level other than what he was the rest of
Starman.
And no,
Starman.
He was one.
I hate Starman so much.
Oh, hold on. Let me show you something. I showed you earlier today.
You did.
Oh God, what's he getting? It's taking forever. Is that a book?
It's the novelization of Starman.
Why is it so shiny?
Because it's in a plastic bag.
Okay.
I bag all my. I've been collecting all the novelization movie tie-in books that I find in thrift stores because some of them are worth like a lot of money. It's kind of funky.
You're supposed to send me a face-off novelization.
I'm gonna when I find another one, I'll send you one because I want to keep it.
I'm writing my own.
It's this fucking thick. That book is like 500 pages.
Mine's gonna be longer.
It's ridiculous.
Oh yes, it will.
Because I'm only 20 minutes into the movie and I'm at 30 minutes of 40, 50 minutes. No, I think I'm at like an hour and a half.
2 hours. 2
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
hours.
He could staple the Constitution to my butt. Classic. Yeah, Face Off was another one. I remember seeing that in the theaters with my dad and my sister, and we loved it. That was a great movie. Yeah. That was a fun movie to see.
The only problem I have with Face Off is I think the casting director fucked up, and they should have made Nick Cage and John Travolta off the bat. You know.
You think they should have faced off before? Oh,
right. They should have faced off.
Break this down.
Right. They should have. I know
How
it
does this work.
I'm just saying.
It should have been John Cassavetes, not Nick Cassavetes, first of all.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Face Off under the influence.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it should have been John Travolta and Nick Cage swapping roles before the movie ever started.
The problem is Nick Cage was so excited to do a bad guy, but then he didn't think that he would be the good guy for the majority of the movie because he just came off Con Air. He literally went from the set of Con Air to the set of Face Off.
It came out the same year, so yeah.
He literally the same plane ride.
That was the summer of Cage.
Yeah,
I remember that summer.
Okay.
That was
Every summer for the last 20 years have been the summer of Cage. What are you talking about?
Oh, not at all. Are you fucking kidding me? He hasn't made a good movie in 20 years.
Yeah, but he's still making movies.
Adam,
in
come back
Eastern
on.
Europe.
I want you to be a part of this conversation because I have some questions. You're saying Travolta and Cage should have like switched before the movie,
Right?
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm Pastor Troy. I'm Sean Archer.
Yes.
Then switch.
Yes.
Back.
Yes.
I'm gonna snafu there with the rubber.
I don't know how
That John Travolta mask is frightening.
He looks like he looks like Dracula. The hair.
He does. The hair. His hairdo looks so queer. That is creepy. Look at
I
that.
can put a hole in this mouth because it's clearly got a spot for it, and fuck it if I wanted to. If I want a paper cut on my dick,
I can't believe you haven't done it yet.
What you need to do is go get one of those Mike Lindell My Pillows, and then put the hole in the mask, and then glue it to the My Pillow, and then drill that motherfucker in.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Or the center, the center.
Oh.
Very good.
Oh, God. Oh, it hurts so bad.
It was a staple. I got a staple.
Oh, fuck the mic.
All right, so my introduction to Escape from New York was with my father.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yep.
I gotta go to like the ER. I'll be right back.
What happened to your dick? You'll never believe it if I told you.
Because he cut a hole in the couch, put his face there, and fucked the couch.
He didn't realize that the couch had a bed in it, and he hit the metal part of the bed.
And
split his dick open.
And there's two types of men in this world: those who admit that they fuck couches when they were young, and those that won't admit they fuck couches when they were young.
I did.
I know. So me too.
Dick, it looks like you're in the other camp.
I didn't fuck a couch, but it was a pillow.
Okay.
Well,
so he had some pillows. I
what's
didn't have
on the
pillows
back
on
of a couch is a pillow.
It was a giant pillow, okay? All right, you got the truth. You want the truth?
You can't handle my fucking truth. My teenage fucking couch truth. I also put my dick in a milk carton when I was really young. I don't recommend
you had to pee probably, huh? You were
No, I
traveling,
didn't
or was
pee.
it just...
I was like, man, I did the thing with the fridge where you put it in that little coil.
Kids do weird shit. It's just kids do weird shit. It doesn't affect you later in life.
No.
It's just kids do weird fucking shit.
I do have a sexual attraction to cows now, but that's totally different.
That's another story.
Yeah.
They are sexy animals, especially
the udder. A nice udder.
Look at all those titties. I mean,
A pair of triple D's hanging down below it. You can see them.
Show them titties.
I've never seen a cow with a giant bra wrapped around its entire body.
Would you
So
fuck
it
me
is
for
out
milk?
there.
Would you fuck me for milk?
Adam, what camp are you in? Thanks for the Bloodhound Gang reference there, Dick. I caught that. Chasey Lane. Okay.
Yeah,
Adam,
there you go.
did you fuck a couch or are you lying?
What the fuck are you talking about?
So he's lying. Okay.
yeah.
This is the road you go down when you talk about Escape from New York with John Carpenter.
Okay.
I
We should probably talk about the movie.
tried, Adam. I tried. And we went to a bra over a couch somehow.
To be fair, we didn't go there. I went there.
This is correct. This
and,
is
uh,
very
I
correct.
tried. I said,
No regrets.
I said my introduction to
Let's-
Escape from New York was with my dad.
Let's move along and let's talk about Escape from New York a little bit. How do you think the movie wraps up as far as when he gets on the bridge and all that sort of shit that happens with Adrian Barbeau and Duke coming in with his chandelier card? How do you feel like that wraps up? Adam, you haven't talked in a while because you're ashamed to admit that you fucked a couch. How do you feel about that?
I haven't talked because I don't want to interrupt anybody.
I will let this continue forever.
Okay. No, I mean the whole movie is just like a series of things that don't go his way, and he just has to consistently adapt and improve. And of course, they cut it really close. He's got this. That's the kind of cool thing about the movie. He's got this little
ticking clock,
fucked up Timex digital quartz timer thingy that's got a countdown clock on it. I always thought that was neat that they would put a whole bunch of money into giving a convict a countdown clock.
I know.
It's just a countdown clock. Why did the guy steal it at the boxing ring? Why did he take the watch?
Think of who we're talking about, though. I mean, the guy has Cabbie's hat on, too. He stole everything from everybody.
But, like, you're going to wear that and go, 23, 22. Like, what the fuck good is that going to do to you?
I mean,
this watch is broken.
Okay, continue, Adam.
Why did he steal David Bowie's Flossie while we're bullshitting? You know what I mean?
Why did they put a wig on the president? That should be the big question.
That was good. I forgot about that.
I guess that was improvised by Donald Pleasance.
There's a line that makes me laugh, and it's not what he says; it's the way he delivers this. Is when Isaac Hayes says, "That's a load of crap." It's something about the way it just rolls off his tongue. That's a load of crap. I'm like,
is that when as he's knocking him out?
It's when it's the part where he keeps shooting, and everybody keeps applauding every time he shoots the gun at Donald Pleasance. And everybody's just keeps clapping every time he shoots, and
the briefcase.
Pliskin's hobbling in there on his fucking gimpy foot. You know, he's got gout or whatever, and he's like, he's telling him something. He's like, that's a lot of crap. There's something funny about it. He has the briefcase around his arm the whole time, and nobody thinks to open it.
I know. Adam, that whole briefcase thing, that annoyed me forever.
Well, it'd been funny if he'd opened it up and pulled a harmonica out of there. Oh wait, that was a different movie. Never mind.
No, like they opened it up and it just was like a light bulb.
It just glowed. They never show what's in it. They just show the glow on the face and then close it. Yeah.
Is that what I think it is?
It's
beautiful. It's not for you.
In stereo.
It's fucking beautiful.
Now, what do you think it is? What's your theory?
Well, they start to play it, and it's like, this, I forget what it is. This chemical is blah, 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 and they keep going.
No, I mean, in Pulp Fiction, what's in the briefcase?
Oh, sorry. I completely misinterpreted what you're saying.
No.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but
I like mystery in my movie. I don't need everything explained to me.
Thank you. That's why I totally don't like movies like Solo, a Star Wars story. Han Solo is a pretty generic fucking character that did not need a backstory.
No.
Explaining what little mystique is left about the guy did him more disservice than you could possibly imagine.
Yeah,
it'd be like making a movie about Clint Eastwood. It's like, oh well, how did he get his fucking poncho, and why does he wear a brace on his hand, and why does he chew half of a cigar and fucking ride around on a donkey? We don't need to know these things. It's part of the mystique of a character that makes him interesting.
Why
Exactly.
Which is weird because in this movie they pretty much tell you everything about Snake Plissken right before he does anything.
Yeah.
So it's almost like the opposite of what you normally do with an anti-hero.
But
So
imagine
you are a conundrum.
Imagine the prequel to A Man with No Name, where they're like, you're alone with nobody and nobody else. So you don't have a name. You are a man. You are the man with no, like, oh my God. That's what they did with Solo.
Yeah.
Fuck that movie. Fuck that.
Actually,
awful.
No, but in the Clint Eastwood version,
Congratulations.
what's your name? He's signing up for the Civil War. What's your name, son?
Bill Carson.
I don't have one. No, actually, my name is No Man.
Yeah.
My name is No Man.
I killed my own name.
My last name.
It's
my
Jewish.
last
It's
name
Noman.
With name.
American Dad joke.
My last name is with name.
Yeah,
Noman with name.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm
there's
Noman.
Actually, hold on. I can put my actually glasses on. Actually, there's that part in and for a few dollars more when he says his name is Manco with the fucking Mel Blanc voice, the real bad Mel Blanc dub.
He has
that they
a
do for
couple different names throughout the movies. Isn't he? He's an angel in one of them.
Angel Eyes, Blondie.
Blondie and
he's Blondie, and because he does have a name. He just
but it's not
called
his
different
actual
name.
name. It's whatever Lee Van Cleef called him in the movie.
Yeah. Well, so does Eli Wallach. Blondie.
Yeah.
What's going on, Blondie?
You scum.
Whereas this guy is
you bastard
Snake Plissken. We don't know what his real first name is. Just Snake Plissken.
Call me Snake.
His first name was Walden.
Can you imagine if his real name is just Snake?
Walden.
His parents were fucking hippies.
His parents didn't give a shit. Yeah,
his parents were hippies.
My name is Skylar Plissken. All right, listen here. I
My
lost
name's
an
Aspen.
I lost an eye. It was a bingo accident. I don't want to talk about it.
No, like on
Brought me.
there's on I'm gonna get you sucker when he goes, wait a minute, I thought you said you lost your eye in Nam. Yeah, it was a paperclip. Flew off a rubber band, stabbed me right in the fucking eye.
At least it wasn't an alien cat that scratched him.
Oh my
fighting over
God,
a
yes.
pair of jeans at Air Apostle. I lost my eye. I don't want to talk about it. We just move on.
No, he's just walking around and all of a sudden
No.
the patch is on the other eye. And like, I thought it was on the other eye. It's
Robert.
like, I have a fucking eye patch.
Peter Falk stole his eye.
No, that was on a news radio episode with Dennis Miller when Phil Hartman goes, there's a guy chasing me and his eye patch, he keeps switching his eye. And he finally, it's because like Dennis Miller goes, I actually wear the eye patch to strengthen my left eye and strengthen my right eye. He does it for just training on his eye.
Who wears an eye patch?
I'm actually surprised you didn't have that on earlier for this.
I mean,
I'm actually amazed I thought about it now.
Have you tried wearing one of those for like more than an hour? It fucking hurts. It's awful.
I'm already having problems seeing. I can't see the microphone.
It's awful.
It looks like Madonna's booby cup.
You don't get used to it, and it smells like her tit cup because the sweat and the nipple juice. It's gross.
It just smells like tetanus
What
and
nipple
feet.
juice are you experiencing?
Well, Madonna's nipple juice. She's all fucked up.
I told Missy yesterday morning that her tits look like Madonna's bra because the sucking of the milk.
You
That
gotta watch out because sometimes breastfeeding can ruin.
very-
We are live. Okay. No? All right.
I don't care.
We don't need another hero.
I've said worse.
This is
Speaking,
true.
you like talking about bad plastic surgery. Have you seen Madonna in the past?
Oh God.
Whew,
I wish Madonna would just fucking go away forever now. She's just go away. You're done.
It's like hot garbage.
Stop. Just stop. Go
I
away.
clearly like the movie because when I reviewed.
Oh my God. How long ago was this?
Something really
Couple
hilarious
years.
and original, but
Hold on.
I can't imagine what, Oh man, I don't get the point of jokes. Oh, ha ha ha! The world's so sunny. The world's
Yeah,
so...
I did my
love-
version for him.
Your self-referentialness is great.
Playing with myself. I'm going in.
You're wanking with your old videos.
I was explaining why I had an eye patch at the ready.
That's all right. It's
Yeah.
Snake Plissken.
I was wondering. I'm like, there's not many people in this world that would have an eye patch at the ready just because. But if there was one person in this world, it would be you.
I had to review Raising Arizona. I'm like, I fucking love that movie, but I have to.
Yeah.
How do I do that? I have to create a side character. I do.
The greatest part when John Goodman just starts screaming.
Oh!
Hold on, Adam won't understand that movie. It's Coen Brothers.
He hates Coen Brothers.
I just don't get Coen Brothers.
Do you like Fargo? Do you like Fargo?
I do like I like Fargo. Yeah.
Okay, so
that
just
one I like.
start from there. And
Did you ever watch Miller's Crossing?
I was just going to say, watch Miller's Crossing.
Miller's Crossing,
have
it's
never
different.
heard
I
of
think you might enjoy that one.
Never heard of
Crossing is along with Fargo, where it's serious.
Fargo's good.
It has
Yeah.
some comedy, but it's mostly
And you get to see Sam Raimi shoot off a Tommy gun.
I just feel like it doesn't matter what I say; it's going to be wrong. But I just feel like Lebowski. It's just one. It's I'm Ethan Suplee in fucking Mallrats trying to find the sailboat, and I can't see it. I don't get it.
Well, just like Big
you're not
Lebowski
wrong, you're right.
is an isolated incident with the Coen Brothers. All their movies aren't quite like that either. They're very different.
But people worship the fucking shit out of that movie.
Don't
I just,
yeah.
Like,
over a
there's two
fucking
movies
rug.
that get referenced so much. It's Big Lebowski and Boondock Saints, and I don't really care for either one of them.
I know Boondock Saints is a terrible movie.
Okay,
terrible. It's dated as fuck now.
I thought it was dated then when I saw it. I was like, this is not aging at all. Like a year later, I was like, this is not good.
There was.
I enjoyed Boondock Saints actually.
Well, I think because it's edgy because the foe's a gay investigator and he calls
it just
queer
feels like it's
faggot.
edgy just to
Oh.
be edgy, like
Yeah.
edgy for the sake of edginess. And
Boondock Saints 2 is the worst piece of shit.
somebody asked me once. They said when I was trying
course
to
it's
when they were trying to explain Lebowski to me, and they said, "Do you do drugs?" And I says, "No, I don't." And maybe that's it. Maybe I don't do enough drugs. To
I don't
get
do
it,
drugs.
The worst movie.
Adam and Phoenix should start doing drugs.
That guy should be the Joker.
Here's
at
the
least
worst
once.
scene from Boondock Saints.
He should be the Joker at least once.
Oh,
Is
sorry.
that the foe?
Yeah.
This was a fucking.
Where does he say that?
Now they're staring at 6 men with guns drawn.
Here it
This
comes.
feels like a movie that's just trying so hard to be a Guy Ritchie joint.
Yeah. I don't hate the
Before-
movie, but it is overrated.
I enjoyed this movie so much.
Mm.
I really did.
For a few seconds,
Does nothing for me.
this place was Armageddon.
It's okay.
There was a firefight!
It's like I know Defoe is a great fucking actor, but
The sequel is worse because he shows up as
He shows
surprise
up,
at the end.
and he's all for it. Like he likes the character. I think.
do you know what
I
my
think he
favorite
likes
Defoe movie is Shadow of the Vampire. He's fucking amazing in that. He's
I still,
playing
I
Matt Shrek.
have not seen that movie.
It's
I need to see
the
that.
Werner Herzog movie. I wrote that movie thinking humanity is brittle and it's
No, that was vampire. That was Vampire. That was a different movie.
Yeah, Shadow of the Vampire is a comedy, a black comedy, but I
Shadow of
get
the
that
Vampire?
one. Shadow
Yeah.
of the Vampire. Yeah, it's
You're
what
thinking
it
of the
is.
remake that Werner Herzog
No,
did.
Shadow of the Vampire is
He's
what
in that.
if
Oh, John Malkovich.
is what if Nosferatu was based on a real character, like the F.M. Murnau that made Nosferatu. What if he found a real vampire
Yeah.
and told everybody it was an actor? And Willem Dafoe plays a real vampire, pretending to be an actor in doing method.
I
So
remember this movie. I thought Werner Herzog directed that.
and it had
He did. Werner Herzog directed a Dracula movie.
Carrie Elwes was in it too, and also John Malkovich is playing F.M. Murnau.
Yeah.
F.R. Murnau.
There's another movie I never understood that people liked. Being John Malkovich. Never understood why people like
Never
it.
seen it.
Good movie. It's
Love
fun.
the movie.
It's
Yeah,
good.
Never seen it.
Didn't
I
like
love
it.
Malkovich.
You guys have on the bottom row. You don't have the whim factor. I like a little whimsy in my movie. I like a little weird, like Spike
See-
Jonze. I like that.
Well, see, here's the thing.
You don't have to do the fucking face, Adam. You don't have to do the fucking face.
Here's the thing about art, okay?
to push your
It's
face
totally
up. Fuck you
objective.
guys.
No one's wrong. No one's right. All right.
You know what movie I really hate though? That Spike Jonze movie. Yeah, Where the Wild Things Are.
All
I
of them?
fucking hate that movie.
I'm a human. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I hate that movie.
Yeah, it's fucking
Adam,
hate it.
off camera.
Did you see that one, Adam? Where the wild things are?
No, I hate everything. Fuck that.
Actually, Adam likes
hate,
a lot
I
of
hate
stuff.
fun. I was gonna say I love a lot of shit. Trying to tell me that I don't know what whimsy is, that's a little below the belt even for you, dude.
That's like calling a black man the N-word. How dare you?
You know? It's like, well, because I don't like Boondock Saints or fucking-
You got no whimsy. You don't like
the
Boondock
Big
Saints.
Lebowski. I just don't get it. It didn't do anything for me.
Did you ever watch Boondock Saints 2, though?
Have I ever given any of you guys shit for not liking Jaws? Ever?
I love Jaws. I'm a Jaws guy.
I know Phoenix doesn't like Jaws, and I never.
I
give a shit about it.
understand that,
and I
yeah,
never will
Jaws is
because I don't expect everybody to like that. It either
The
makes sense to me or it doesn't.
Who's not a? Wasn't somebody not a Close Encounters of the Third Kind fan? Who's not a Close Encounters fan? You don't like that one?
Did you think I was serious when I said you don't like whimsy? Why are you taking anything I say seriously?
You can't listen to Phoenix. He's a walking.
Because you
whimsy.
said you guys on the bottom row, like we
Does
don't
that
like
sound dismissive and
weird
therefore
movies or
sarcastic?
something.
Yeah, like I don't even know what whimsy means.
Adam likes the fog. It doesn't get any more whimsy than that.
I'm the guy who always says I don't love whatever you love. I don't care, and hate whatever you hate.
I don't care. I'm to the point where I just don't give a shit anymore about anybody. I like what I like, and I don't care.
I'll
My
love a
taste
terrible,
is pretty good.
I'll love a terrible movie like Miami Connection and Jaws with the same enthusiasm. I love them for different reasons, you know. Like
But
one's
I love the
terrible
fact you
and
thought I was serious when the 15th time you told me you don't like it. I was going to make fun of you.
Yeah, it's like Phoenix is like, I know I'm wrong when I say I don't like Jaws. I don't like Jaws.
I tell you what, though,
Adam's he doesn't like Big Lebowski. I understand that, and especially with like big.
here's the thing with the Lebowski. I wanted to like it. I wanted to get it. It didn't do anything for me.
I gave it 3 times. I gave it 3 chances.
Well, I can't judge Malkovich because I haven't seen it, but
you probably won't like it.
Lebowski, I've watched it 3 times, and it none of it sinks in. It just goes right over my fucking head.
Can we play like the first 30 seconds of the worst monologue in history, the Boondock Saints 2? We are men.
No,
we are men. I mean,
he got his video blocked yesterday for showing a 30-second clip of Night Gallery. I don't think he's going to play any dialogue.
Yeah, and I can't believe that happened. Over 30
You could probably play the audio of it if you didn't do the video. The audio, if we talk over it, I don't think it'll give him any shit.
But we already showed Boondock Saints footage, so I don't know. It might get booted.
You could probably fight that, Phoenix, because that's fair use. I mean,
no, he just has to trim it.
Boondock Saints 2.
There we go. I finally have to play it.
It's good.
I never said I like Boondock Saints 2. I just like the first one.
You just don't like Mimsy, Frank.
No, I don't know what Mimsy is.
You don't like Mimsy. The Last Mimsy. That movie about the rabbit from space. You don't like that movie.
I like the fact that I used the word whimsy and Adam still took me seriously.
Like, I don't like whimsy? Are you fucking serious right now?
No, he took it personal. He's like,
I know. I saw
motherfucker.
When Adam's cheeks go up and he squishes like, I don't agree with. He literally does it. I don't agree with this face and turn his camera off. Do not take anything I say seriously. I'm the guy that says everyone has their own opinions. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, everything is subjective. You don't like Boondock Saints, I understand because it's not.
But then again, I'm a guy that has a collector's edition of Caligula. So, I mean, what the fuck
I do too.
Know, right?
I love.
Yeah.
I got DVD.
Showgirls. I have the collector's version of Showgirls.
Well, here's a.
I love Showgirls.
Here's a weird for you. Frank and I love Die Hard 3 more than any of the other ones.
Die Hard 3 is great.
That's a good movie.
Yeah. I think it's the best one out of all.
I agree. I like the third one a little bit more.
I would say the Die Hard 3 is probably the one that is parallel with the first one. Like they're is good. Yeah,
I love the first one. I still, if you gave me a choice on like a weird desert island sort of situation, and you said you can only watch Die Hard 3, I go no complaints. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't understand people's hatred.
I've seen it 70 fucking times by now.
I understand, and I don't understand people's hatred of Ghostbusters 2.
I love Ghostbusters 2.
Ghostbusters 2 is great. I don't know why it got shit on so hard.
A lot of people hate it. Like, they hate it.
I mean,
love it. Really hate it. Like,
I saw it when it came out.
Yeah.
I'm right in the middle. I get it, and I don't like it, but I love it. and I don't like it, and I love it.
I think it's the quote. I quote Ghostbusters 2 probably just as much, if not more, than Ghostbusters 1.
Suck it in, boys, with the Ghostbusters.
Like hairless pets. Weird. Like I've done that so many times. I'm a voter.
Why am I drippings with ghoul? It's Vigo.
Yeah. Winston.
It reminds me of the ending of Escape from New York.
Yes.
Somehow.
Where are you from? The Upper West Side.
That's funny shit.
Peter McNeil's great in that movie.
Yeah, it's a funny movie. It's a
Hamming
good.
it.
It's fun.
And we got a guy that's in a John Carpenter movie in that movie. Vigo, or sorry, the Carpathian. He's in that movie.
Vigo the Carpathian. Vigo
He's
the
in Mouth of Madness.
Is everybody getting this?
That's true. Yeah.
The Sorrow of Moldavia.
Johnny Boy.
Johnny Boy.
Yeah.
My 5-year-old did this. My 5-year-old.
And here's a fun fact: that man, after both those movies, stopped existing. Isn't that weird?
There's an article. If you look it up, no, there's an article that talks about that guy's life. I guess he's a son of a bitch. Like he
looks like a son of a bitch.
There is this giant story that Birth Death Movies did years ago, or some other internet magazine that went into detail about Vigo the Carpathian and how he used to be a wrestler in Germany and he did this and that. Like he's an awful human being, and I guess he found redemption or something like that, or he didn't find any. It was about a daughter. It's a long story, and I don't remember it.
I have a clip. You want me to play it?
Good luck.
It's a great story, Dick, of not remembering a shit about it.
Look it up. That's all I'm gonna say.
Literally every story.
I really want to talk. I want to tell everybody a story that I don't know.
I said look it up.
I feel like we need
look it up
with Frank because that's every story you tell.
Yeah, it's true.
It's fine.
Okay. I have a clip from the article.
Fuck Vigo the Carpathian. He is a son of a bitch.
You're right. They said exactly that.
It's true. Yeah, I was not paraphrasing.
And your girlfriend lives in Spook Central. No, she's not my girlfriend. She's my girlfriend.
That's Ghostbusters 1, though.
She sleeps above the covers, 4 feet above the covers.
There's enough people in there already.
Do you want this body? Is this a trick question? You're more like a game show host.
Why are you the
She named
keymaster?
the baby Oscar.
One last clip here.
Why did she name the baby Oscar?
Because she's an early hipster.
Yes, it's true. This man has no dick.
I'm gonna get him a nice fruit basket. I'm gonna miss him.
Yes, it's true. This man has.
Yeah, it's true. This man has no dick.
That's a big Twinkie.
You know, for a guy who sleptwalked through that movie, he had all the best lines.
It's all
the best
ad-lib.
fucking lines.
He sped through that movie.
All ad libs. He knew what he was doing.
Turns
He's an odd.
that shit off
I heard he read the script
I'm
on the
telling you
limo
right
on the
now,
way over to the
if
movie
you turn
set.
this shit off now, things are gonna happen. Like,
Well, that's what Bill Murray or Dan Aykroyd needs is Bill Murray to fix his script.
Ivan read more than anything.
Well, yeah, he'll correct.
Blues Brothers script cutting, or John Landis cutting.
John Landis did that. Yeah.
As much as I love Dan Aykroyd, he's Looney Tunes.
Yeah, he's a fucking freak show.
Wackadoo.
Yeah,
he's certifiable.
Him and the guy from Blink 182 need to get together and do a project.
They are
make, Crystal Skull vodka.
I'm pretty sure they are, Phoenix. I did you listen to the Rogan with Dan Aykroyd on it?
Oh, he's nuts.
At Looney Tunes, man.
Yeah, he's nuts.
I didn't watch the whole thing. No,
Looney.
I couldn't sit through 3 hours of Dan Aykroyd talking. I couldn't do it.
It took me about.
But definitely watch the Rick Baker one. It's only about 2 hours. That's really good.
Rick Baker.
Rick Baker, great. That's a good one.
I went back and I was like, did I watch? And I was like, yes, I did.
Yeah,
because
that's a
I
good
saw
one.
Rick Baker pop up, and I'm like, yeah.
It's worth watching again, though. It's just it's such a lovely story. Like Rick Baker's so sweet and talks about his dad, like supporting him from day one with his makeup. Like it's just a nice story.
Yeah. Wow, a dad supporting his son when he was born.
Well, it doesn't happen all the time. Hey, look at Phoenix.
Frank, our fathers did not support us. You fucking
My father literally said, "You can't be a fighter jet pilot. You're too fucking fat." And I went, "Oh."
There you go.
My father stormed the beach in Normandy.
Why are you?
Did he really?
Why is Frank acting like it's?
My father stormed the beach in Normandy.
Is that Falling Down?
Actually,
no, that's not Norm. That's
Is that Michael Douglas?
No, that's Stand by Me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The
Corey Feldman.
Oh my god, I need to rewatch that. It's been a while.
He had
since I've seen that one.
these exact same glasses in that movie.
That's another movie I don't care for. I just don't care.
You just don't like what's his name?
He's lying.
There's four stories in that book, different seasons by Stephen King. There's Shawshank, The Stand, not The Stand, The Body, which
I was going to say The Stand is about this.
Turned into Stand By Me, is what I meant to say. And then there's At Pupil, which is also made by sexual predator Bryan Singer.
With David Schwimmer.
I was always going to watch that, and I never got around to it.
I just don't care about Stand By Me. I just watch it and I go, I don't give a shit. They're looking for a body. Good for fucking them. I feel like the same thing about Stranger Things.
Did you watch The Stand?
If you think about it,
not a new one.
It and Stand By Me is basically the same story. It's just one has a demon type of deal, and the other one just has a dead body. And otherwise, if you flip those two things, it's the exact same shit. We said stuff when we were young. That's it.
Dick, I still haven't watched the new Stand because I'm still waiting for someone to do the Stand original with me on a podcast.
I might do that. I'd watch that. I've never watched it, but I'll probably.
We do 4 episodes for the original series, and then 9 for the new one. It'd be really quick.
Yeah,
I want to do it though, but I won't watch the new one until I've reviewed the first ones.
Well, I would have to buy the both of them because I don't
can send you a copy of it. Frank,
that's true. Yeah,
I'll send you a copy. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Anyway, Escape from New York. Good movie. I give it a 3. Honestly, I give it an 8. It is a great movie. It stands up. I love especially seeing it now in HD. It fucking holds up. It looks great.
It really did.
I feel like kids, if they watch this nowadays, they go, "It looks so fake." Yeah, it's cheap. It was made on a shoestring budget back in the day, especially for the project they're doing with. They filmed in East St. Louis because it looks like New York.
Like any good drive-in movie, they took a nothing budget and made it feel like a big scope movie. That's what I like about it.
I honestly feel like the the movie studios hated John Carpenter so much that they wanted him to fail miserably. So
not right now. Not for this.
No, they liked him. He did a lot of studio movies, so I wouldn't say that.
What happened to John Carpenter is the same thing that happened to Josh Trank. Okay, it's you find a talented young filmmaker and you give them everything and you expect the world out of him, and then you start telling them, "Now I need this, and I need that, and I need that," and then when they have failures, they blame the director.
Josh Trank
I don't even agree with that because they gave Carpenter $9 million. They gave Josh Trank $154 million.
And Josh Trank is related to a big producer in Hollywood, so he's not anything special. Right. He's just another nepotism hire. That's what he is.
Carpenter made this movie. The only reason this got funded because of the success of Halloween and the success of The Fog. And then he got this, and they're like, "We'll fund this now." And so he took advantage of that. He made a really good-looking movie.
This one was actually a success, though. Yeah, this one did well. Yeah.
This one made money. This is like his first. The Fog made money too. Halloween obviously made a ton of money.
Well, Halloween is supposed to be the highest-grossing independent movie of all time.
At one point, it was.
At one point, yeah. Now it's
Evil Dead.
No, now it's
Goodwill Hunting.
I'm so scared.
It's that Blair Witch, but it's also the fucking goddamn Greek Wedding. That's the biggest movie of all time. My Big Fat Greek Wedding is the biggest independent movie of all time. It made a ton of money.
Suck my big fat
My
Greek
wife
cock.
drug me to that shit.
I will, Adam.
Fuck fest movie.
Promise?
I will fuck you
Don't be making promises you don't intend to deliver on.
I will fuck you like Nia Vardalos on pita bread. I will fuck you up.
Only thing I have to say about that movie is I watched half of it and I go, I didn't laugh. I didn't feel. What?
I can't watch movies like that.
Kind of like The Big Lebowski?
Yes. There you go.
To 13% of people. Yes, that's how I felt.
Because you have no whimsy in you.
How do you take that? Anyway,
because you
Bye,
like
everybody. This is the part where I get kicked out.
No.
This is my last episode.
apparently Adam and I don't know what whimsy
Yeah,
is.
we don't appreciate nothing, Frank. We're just
Dick,
shitheels.
we're full of whimsy. Us two. We're known for our whimsy.
I have so much whimsy.
All we do
in
is
there.
suck that big fat Marvel cock. That's all we want. We just want more fucking
Ah!
superhero movies.
I love you, Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
I don't want another Spider-Man movie.
I still haven't seen that
The
Spider-Man
fucker
movie.
died,
You know
and
I'm
they
going to
couldn't care
take that
less.
clip and repeat it, right?
Go for it.
And just
I have not seen the last Spider-Man movie. I still haven't watched it.
Don't.
I borrowed.
It's
I
fucking
had.
garbage.
I borrowed my friend's Blu-ray. It was on my TV for 6 months. I never watched it.
It's fucking terrible.
I don't want to talk about it. Escape
terrible.
from New York. I
It was
do wanna
rape.
talk about. Adam, you moved. It's not working. The crown's not lining up.
Uh-oh.
With your background. Oh, fuck it. Okay.
My back hurts.
You mean his whimsical background?
I feel you there, brother.
All right, let's get out of here. 8 out of 10 for me, Dick.
That's an 8 out of 10. It's a great fun movie. I love it. Always will be. It's just one of the favorites, one of the go-tos.
Mm-hmm.
Adam.
8 out of 10 for me. It's a shame. I just want to mention this real quick since we're wrapping it up. It's a shame I couldn't be here last week when you guys did the thing, because I would have given that one a 10. All right, that one's a 10 because The Thing is the most scariest movie I've ever seen in my entire life. It gave me legitimate nightmares when I was a kid for a long time. Like, that movie really fucked with my head. This one is an 8 because at its heart, it's a lot of fun, but if I only had any gripes about it, would be the fact that the entire thing takes place at night. It's hardly ever daylight. I think there's like maybe one scene of daylight where they're like escaping from the fight that they had where Snake Plissken kicks the shit out of that big fucking wrestler guy and hits him over the head with a spiked bat. And then it's night, and then it's instantly fucking nighttime again. I'm like, what is the logistics of the day and night factor of this movie? It's kind of weird. That, and there's not really a lot of layers to it. It's a very simple story, you know what I mean? Like, whereas something like The Thing, there's a lot of fucking layers of psychosis to that movie that you can think about for a long fucking time, and all the different metaphors and things that go on that. This one is very surface level. It's a look. It's a very sleek look that I love. It's one of the things that I love about Carpenter, the way that he films things, his use of light and all that kind of shit. Atmosphere. It's an atmosphere movie, and it does hold up well. It's fun to rewatch. It's something that you don't have to really think much about when you're watching it. You know, it's fun. It's a popcorn movie. It's the quintessential John Carpenter popcorn flick. All right. 8 out of 10.
When I complain about the lull in the middle, when he's just wandering from person to person, not really a complaint. It's. I wish they kind of cut a little bit, maybe and had some action sequences in there.
Maybe if they would have elaborated more on the people that come out of the sewers, that might have been kind of fun, because it's like you don't really see them, but they do a really cool thing where when they come out, you see their shadows on the wall, so you don't know how many fucking people are coming that way. Realistically, it was probably about 5 guys just running in front of the camera over and over again, but the way that they use the light, like their shadows were like fucking giant behind them, you know, and it was a neat scene. Kind of reminded me a little bit of like early Clockwork Orange type shit. You know, it was good.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I agree. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Just because I'm not going to repeat it. Everything that everybody said, I agree with everything everybody said, and that's why I give it an 8. So there you go.
Good scores, guys. We all love it. But here's the question: so far, we've done 9 episodes. Where does this rank amongst the 9?
That's going to take some time. I'm going to have to think that over for a while. I can't just come up with that on the fly.
You have a few seconds. So, Frank?
Number 2.
Dick? Frank, after what?
The Thing.
That's what I figured. Dick?
I'd say 5.
5 out of the 9 we've done?
I'm thinking of his whole. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of his whole repertoire.
No,
probably 4.
What the fuck came before it?
Oh well. Okay, The Thing, Mouth
of Madness,
Prince of Darkness. This one.
Okay.
I'd do
Adam, any
I don't know. I'm gonna have to come. You're gonna have to come back to me later at a
Well,
later
I
time.
guess the only thing
When
I'll
we
ask
do our
Adam
top
is-
five, then I'll let
The
you know.
Thing versus this. Which one?
Well, shit. The Thing is his best movie. I mean, his
Yeah.
absolute best fucking movie. So I don't even know. I don't know. I can't say yet. I really have to think about that. That's you're asking way too much out of me on the fly. I can't come up with an answer.
I will agree with Frank for the most part. It's The Thing and then this, but this is also, you can convince me, Dick, that Mouth of Madness for this. I think Mouth of Madness is a more complete story, but this is
There's a lot more
way
layers to
visually
Mouth of
interesting.
Madness too. You know.
Yeah.
But
This
if you
is
ask me
just
what's a better
popcorn
film,
movie. Yeah.
I would say
See-
this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say this movie's better than They Live.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot about They Live.
Oh,
Okay.
it's,
I'm
I would
talking
say
about They
Thing-
Live and Christine. I mean,
I would
there's some
say-
great shit there.
Yeah,
You know?
I would say They Live. So I would say
How
The
about They Live
Thing.
and Christine? Yeah, you're right. Shit. But
How about-
you know,
Okay, I
this
got
is
it.
still number two. This is
No, I
still
got it.
number two.
Hold on.
Shut up! I got it. The Thing. The
You
House
just-
of Mouth of Madness. They Live. And Prince of Darkness. Then the fifth one is always going to be Escape from New York.
Okay. How about
Yeah.
this? For the next episode, we're doing. This is our 10th episode. The next one.
Yes.
Can we rank our top out of the 10? Can we rank them?
Yeah, as long as I
Oh,
have some time to
absolutely,
think
yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
We have a week. Okay, so
Escape from
and we've
LA,
all-
number one.
We've
Yeah,
all seen
Phoenix.
LA.
That was kind of a
No, I was just
Putting you on
wondering
the
where
spot,
this
yeah.
wasn't in your list. I was just curious if we could do it. If you can,
But then again, you know what? When anytime
Give us
someone
good.
asks you a top 10 list, it's like, you know what? They're all equally fun and good. It's like I can't rank them. It's like saying what's better, Shawshank Redemption or Goodfellas or Casino.
Shawshank
Everybody's like,
Shawshank
well, they're all good. You can't
Shawshank
say
Casino,
one's better.
Goodfellas. There, 3 seconds.
Yeah, Shawshank Redemption and everything else.
Yeah.
Idiots. Anyway, no whimsy in any of you. Fucking unbelievable.
Okay.
Shots fired.
Plenty of
Let's go
whimsy
ahead.
in Shawshank.
Let's leave. Next week, we're doing Escape from LA. We'll talk about the actual movie because this movie's not been talked about, except for the second
No.
podcast I ever did, which I talked
Yeah.
about for 2 hours. But yeah, next week, live show on Wednesday, right? LIW Anthology Series Review. We're doing a Night Visions episode, whoever that is. And then we're doing John Carpenter Review, episode 10, Escape from LA, the dick pic. It's our dick pic for the week. I can't wait. I can't wait for this sequel.
Hang 10. Snake.
I am the
Hang
one.
10. Hang 10, Snake.
R.I.P. Peter Fonda. That's all I'm going to say.
R.I.P. Robert Preston, or no, not Robert Preston. Cliff Robertson.
Who's the Che Guevara guy in this movie? I remember that. The bad guy, like the Duke of this movie.
He's a character actor. He hasn't done much.
It's like a Che Guevara looking dude.
Yeah, it's a Che Guevara ripoff, but he's not. Yeah, it's
The only reason I remember that is because of the podcast I did in 2013. I did a podcast of this movie. Those would be my redux of this movie. I can't fucking wait.
If you're going to recast Escape from LA, it would be Benicio del Toro as that character.
Benicio del Toro has been deceased for 8 years, so I don't know what you're talking about.
He's been
Where the
dead.
fuck has he been?
He's in a bunch of stuff. He just
Doing
shows
beer
up.
commercials. Him and Jerry Marin are doing beer commercials. That's what it
He
is.
was just in that fucking
The Grave?
movie, Inherent Vice. He was in.
Inherent Vice is 2015 or 2016 or something.
It wasn't that long ago.
That was more than one Paul Thomas Anderson movie ago, and he does the movie every 4 years.
No, he did that. He did that mini series that was just on. The Escape from the Prison movie. It was directed
Inherent
by.
Vice is literally 2014.
Okay, fine. He just did a mini series on Showtime about this prison escape that just happened, with directed by Ben Stiller.
Anyway, I have our plugs ready. Let's hear those, and let's get out of here.
All right.
PhoenixPlugsLouStudios.com. Dick plugs Richard Pyre's books on Amazon. Aiden plugs Raiders of the Lost Flicks.com. Links plugs Red Dragons Radio.com. Beg Nina Lampton and call me your bitch because I am clearly a Bitch with no whimsy.
It butchered that so bad.
Wow, that's amazing.
So I wrote, Phoenix plugs LIWstudios.com, Dick plugs Richard Pierce books on Amazon, Adam plugs Raiders-of-the-Lost-Flicks.com, Fuck Links plugs RedDragonsRadio.com, Peg me in a Hampton Inn and call me your bitch because I'm clearly a bitch with no whimsy. That's what I wrote.
It's almost like she said it like she has no whimsy.
Yeah, she read that like it was just one word. That was insanity. Anyway.
Did you put any periods in that?
I did. I separated everything. And then I went, blah, blah. Anyway, anything you guys want to add to that? You good?
Alexa would have said that much better.
Shut up. Don't you do it.
I love you, Frank.
I love you too, Dick.
Alexa.
No, that was Alexa.
We were made to be
Oh,
together,
it's not
Frank.
Alexa.
Anyway, until next time, in the meantime, I'm Phoenix West.
Dick it.
Adam Wilcox.
Frank Lakes.
We only did 2 hours compared to They Live's 3 hours. Yay!
Wow.
Yay! We talked way too much about random shit. We need to stop.
We need to be more professional. We can't.
Right.
You're the host. You're the one that's supposed to reel it back. Goddamn.
I don't give a shit though. So
we're not that guy from the Twilight Zone podcast.
If you're going to talk about Twilight Zone, I will cut you the fuck off. But we're talking about this. I don't give a shit. Let's talk about this.
Your show.
Free form, motherfucker. All right, I'll see you on Friday.
Bye.
Bye.
I wouldn't bother with Raiders-of-the-Lost-Flicks. Oh, sorry.
What?
I stopped recording. What's going on?
Oh, it says live up in the corner.
I stopped recording is what I said.
Oh.
Are we watching another tutorial in the beginning for Friday?